And on that note, we
Go get
are
another fucking beverage.
live. What's going on, everybody? Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. Welcome back, everyone, to HGGM Mode Season 3. No, that's 3, right? I keep fucking it up.
Yeah. Come on, man. Get your French in line.
I'm so if I was any more Irish, I'd be off the fucking boat.
Don't disrespect French Canadians. They disrespect
You do it
themselves
all the time. What are you talking about? You actually started. You're like,
Sir.
Quebec ass wipes. Anyway, what was it like?
I love them all.
Didn't you bitch about like a sign or something that was in French?
Well, everything is in French here now. So like we have like a small population of French, but we like the entirety of Canada had to double print everything. So everything has to be in French as well as English.
That's a pain in the ass. But anyway,
which costs money.
No, it costs a loony. We got most of the GMs with us. As you heard, JP just went off to go get a beverage because that's the last thing he fucking needs right now. JP, the GM of WCW. We got Basement, the GM of ECW. Heather, the GM of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yours truly, the GM of Ring of Honor. And of course, Rayshawn not here this evening. I don't know. JP.
He's like a Japanese girl.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy.
What's up? Or if you're an Attack on Titans fan, cha.
Oh, yeah.
What about me? You said my name. Go ahead.
I just said you went out to go get a drink. I was just doing intro.
Yes, I am. I got a drink. I want to make this note. Trek. Hopefully he'll be here tonight.
You message
He loves doing this shit.
Trek, you son of a bitch, get here.
But anyway,
so he put the card together. I know what's going on. If he doesn't get here, I do know what's going on because we talked offline.
Good. We've got an interesting. we talked offline.
You know, not
offline.
Yeah, we didn't talk on fucking YouTube about what we're fucking doing.
But anyway, we got most of the GMs with us. It is the go home show, the penultimate show before Survivor Series next week, which I'm looking forward to more than anything else.
Next pay-per-view?
Survivor Series.
Oh, no, after that.
Oh, Starrcade. Ironically.
And six-pack
Explain.
challenge.
What?
Six-pack challenge.
Oh, God. We got most of the GMs with us. As I said, Rayshawn not joining us this evening, but we are going to be getting ready and overhauling for Survivor Series. Make sure you go check out the previous stuff we've had on the channel as well, and get ready for the giant brand warfare that we got going on next week, where we're going to have all the champions face each other. We've got a couple, I think, of titles on the line this week. A lot of craziness. How is everybody doing this fine evening?
I was wondering if you asked that question. Today's been good. I mean, Heather and I, today I was off today because of the holiday. Nice. And everybody's like, what's that?
Happy Veterans Day, by the way.
Veterans Day. So, and tomorrow night, don't forget, we're going to be doing that shit. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun for me. Because I've never.
What shit are you?
If you want to ask me anything, I'm all for it. But yeah, that's tomorrow night. But so my cousin's home from Texas, so we went out to the bowling alley that we all grew up in. As kids, we were always at this bowling alley. I've been around bowling ever since I was like 2 years old. So we went to the bowling alley where my aunts and uncles, who, like, I'm really close in age with. Mm-hmm. They were adults. I was 6 years younger than my youngest uncle. And we would go out there and watch them bowl and have burgers and fries and go play video games. And so we went out there for supper tonight with my cousin and my aunt and my uncle and my other aunt and uncle and mom and my mom. My mom, it was pretty cool. I gave Wendy a bunch of quarters and she just went and got a bunch of gumballs. But it was a good day. It was a really good day. Sorry.
It's okay. Heather, Basement, how you two doing?
Pretty good.
Waiting for stuff to kick in?
Yeah.
She's over here fucking
trying to get this started so I can make a keychain.
She's making a keychain over here. If you guys want a keychain, let her know. I mean, yeah, it's going to cost you about $1.50 plus shipping and handling, but that's what she's doing right now.
Shipping's probably going to be more than the actual cost of the
keychain. Yeah, for what she paid for it, yes. But, hey, It is what it is. So we'll charge you for the shipping and handling, but
Sorry, this just reminds me of the whole thing of, well, no, if he beats him, nothing will happen except he becomes champion.
Rayshawn's questions already, so
Beautiful. I'm just waiting to
because he won't be there.
OBS is being a little bit of fickle bitch
I
right now.
can see that. I'm like, is it our computer? Because our internet here has been kind of wonky
Yeah,
the last couple of
it's
days.
weird. My internet's been fine. I got
Yeah,
like the
it's
fastest Verizon speed ever, and they're usually pretty reliable, so I don't know what the fuck has happened, but it's already dipped out twice. Anyway, I'm going to do something a little bit different because I have a massive surprise at the end of my show. So unfortunately, I'm going to simulate a lot of my stuff
He's gay.
without shit.
He's gonna show us his tape.
Shh, don't get worse, secret. I signed Tony
Spoiler
Khan.
alert!
I signed
Go
Tony Khan.
ahead.
So I'm gonna verbalize my Ring of Honor card real quick, and I'm just gonna simulate all of them except for the main event. So just because I do want to keep things a little hush hush. The first one I have is gonna be the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus Creed, against Los Lotharios. Winners will challenge the Briscoes in 2 weeks for the ROH tag team titles. I'm gonna simulate this one. Who do you guys think is gonna win this one?
I don't know. I can't see shit.
I saw the Creed brothers. I think it was them on like Twitter doing like backflips and
They're
throwing
fucking
weights
insane,
around.
man. Yeah,
And I was like, "What is going on here?"
they're fucking insane. I'm so glad I grabbed them.
I can't see. You haven't shown me your screen.
Because he's
yet.
trying to
Not
keep something
going to.
surprise.
I
Oh!
literally just said.
Okay, what is it?
Read
I'm
between the
sorry.
lines, dog.
I
Los
suck
Stars
at
is my
listening at stories.
No, what's
You
his
should have
name?
just stopped it. I sucked at listening.
I do. I suck at listening. I suck at listening. All right. What's the match
I
again?
said it's Los Lotharios versus the Creed brothers. The winners will face the Briscoes in 2 weeks for the tag titles.
I am going to go with the Creed brothers, and Los Lotharios turns on fucking
Each other.
becomes a with how I know how it's going to end up being a triple threat.
That is the longest fucking sentence to you. Who's gonna win? I've ever fucking heard in my
I'd prefer the Creed brothers, but
It's going to be a 3-on-3 match at some point.
I can't turn on Los Lotharios. They own my heart.
Well, Creed brothers with the win on that one.
Well, fuck them.
Yep.
Pieces of shit.
I almost deleted the
They don't
match.
own
By,
anything.
I almost deleted the match by accident. Otis is now challenging the new ROH television champion Cedric Alexander. He fucking finally beat Rey Mysterio for the damn belt. Do you think Cedric's going to retain the belt on this one?
What's for the belt? God, Otis, give me Otis.
And...
If Rayshawn was here, he'd be like, "Of course, Otis is gonna
I'm going to
win."
go with whoever wins.
Nope, Cedric Alexander keeps the belt. I'm just going to breeze through these other ones.
Connor, not racist.
Yep. No, see? AJ... God
Well,
damn
he's
it.
only got the one black man left on his fucking roster.
And that's only
Wait.
because he's their champion.
he comes out with like a countdown for days. How long he's gonna be hired
Wait, fuck. Now I have
or
to...
employed.
Shit. I might have to hire more...
Like,
Yeah.
Shit.
I need
You
to
got-
get
and
more
you
Got
gotta
people back.
released. All the
Hey,
black-
You got to go poo-poo.
AJ Styles and Penta. Who you guys got on this one?
Penta.
Give me Aj.
And that was Penta for the win on that one. Seth Rollins and Ray Phoenix. Who do you guys on that one?
Who is that again? What's the first name?
Seth Rollins. First name. Seth Rollins versus Ray Phoenix.
I'm going
Okay.
Seth Rollins.
I'm going to go with. Isn't Seth Rollins your champion?
No, JBL is my champion.
I think Seth Rollins going to take it.
Yeah, I think Seth Rollins is going to fucking pull this one out of his vagina.
You know, JBL
Well, you
backwards.
called it
LeBron
right.
James.
Now, I'm going to set this up one last time just as a recap first. So, Penta and
He
Ray.
pulled it out of his vagina.
He did. Seth for the win. So, Ray and Penta are going to fight at the Survivor Series in a cage match. Winner will stay with ROH. The loser will be fired. And right now, we're going to have a fatal four-way, which I'm going to show in just a second. It's going to be Samoa Joe, Sheamus, Karrion Kross, and the newest member of the ROH roster. The winner of this fatal four-way will challenge JBL for the world title in 2 weeks' time. Dun, 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 dun.
In 2 weeks' time, not at the pay-per-view, huh?
No, because
No, the pay-per-view is
no
pretty stacked
belts
with
are on the line of the
multi-man.
pay-per-view. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Bragging rights.
Mine are. One of mine is.
No, they're not.
Want to bet?
No titles are on the line.
Want to bet? You'll see.
You'll see. because it's gonna fuck up everything else.
I'm not gonna fuck anything up. You'll see.
Well, the champions are all fighting each other, so if
Right.
the champion changes
Well,
in
no,
the middle
you know
of the
what? I take that back.
Whatever.
I was gonna say he does have one free match at the pay-per-view, so if he wants to have a title
Yeah,
defense
no.
beforehand, right?
But then
Point
you know what I'm
is,
saying.
your point is,
I'm agreeing with you.
no, you'll be okay, Basement. I promise.
That's
Okay.
just okay. Whatever.
Trust me, you'll be
That's-
all right.
Hold
And
on.
then he's dead. Yeah.
This
Get
bad
the
boy.
fuck out of here.
You'll be fine. I promise. You'll like it.
There's
Oh my
not so
God.
Samoa Joe.
You'll like my match.
God. He looks like an angry
It'll be a
Filipino man.
squash. It'll be a squash match.
It better not be.
Come on, let's go.
You get Ric Flair. So, Basement watched the week that I showed him the week. I just wanted to show him Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. He hates it, and I understand it. However, the week before, or did you watch the one where Ric Flair had the fucking 20-minute match? He's wrestling a fucking jobber. Ric Flair would wrestle a jobber and still give him a 20-minute match.
Every time they showed Ric Flair, and they would cut away to like a girl that was definitely too young, and then they cut back
yeah.
to him, and he'd be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"They haven't experienced Space Mountain. Well, that's why it's synonymous with Space Mountain." You guys
And
talking?
what did I
At least
tell you
show someone
last
of
night?
age.
What did I tell you last night? And they would only Ric Flair is the only one that can get away with that.
Well, I thought that
Define-
there was a bunch of like
Get away.
adult women in the audience
Say, define get
that they
away
could have
with.
looked at.
Define get away.
What is it, get
He's the
away with?
only one that could say you could ride Space Mountain, and they show a 14-year-old girl.
And I walked in, and all these young girls are looking at me. It's like, jeez, Rick.
I just
Yeah,
get
calm
older.
that
They all
down.
stay the same age. Yes, they do. Yes, they
And
do.
also the fact that he's like, he's talking about himself. He's bigging himself up, and it's like, hey, you look 65 years old, Rick.
Yeah. Real quick, any guesses on A, who might win this match, or B, who the new signee is?
The new
Oh,
signee.
you have a new signee, so this is the surprise. Okay,
Right,
I
that's why I
gotcha.
kept everything
There's
quiet.
gonna quit going on behind Sheamus there.
So it's Samoa Joe, Sheamus, Karrion Kross is making his entrance now, and then the fourth one is the new signee. And again, winner of
I
this
actually
one,
have no fucking clue
we'll
who
fi-
the new
we'll
signee
fa-
is.
All right, fine. I'll give you one hint.
I don't want hints.
It's Commander Aziz.
Shut up.
If it fucking is Commander Aziz, I swear to God.
Shit you
I'm
not,
gonna leave the call.
I did actually consider signing like someone like a Commander Aziz just to fucking throw a curveball to everybody.
I think this guy's gonna have a big 2024 if they do him right.
Hope so, yeah. I really do.
If they do him right.
But
I mean,
so
Karrion Kross is really good.
for the record, JBL has beaten AJ Styles and Seth Rollins, and so per the stipulation from their last match, AJ and Seth can't challenge for the belt so long as JBL is champion. So we got to find a new challenger for JBL. And yeah, some of these people may not necessarily have gotten the greatest victories or streaks here in Ring of Honor, but some unique matchups here could be could cause some interesting potential.
Can I take a guess at who you signed?
Sure.
Orlando Brown.
The fuck? No.
Orlando
Why not?
Bloom.
Orlando Jordan or whatever his
Oh.
fucking name. You remember
Oh
that?
yeah. Okay, that's what. Yeah. No.
That would have been
I'm
a
gonna go with-
that would have been a fucking callback.
Okay,
right
last
there.
quick hint.
It's not a new signee. It's Eddie Guerrero.
Nope, it's not. It's a new signee. Here's a last minute hint. Some would consider him to be the best in the world.
The Jizz?
I know who it is.
Who?
You suck, dick.
What?
You're rot.
What? Who did I sign?
You're ruining a promotion.
Come on. Who?
Did you? I
Quick,
bring in
quick,
the
last
spunk?
minute guess.
I will fight you
He's
at
about to come
Wembley
out.
Stadium.
He's about to
Are
come
you
out.
bringing in the spunk? No, Spunky Brewster.
And now the latest
Spunky
signee to
Brewster.
Ring of Honor.
Tim said Farouk.
I'm gonna say CM Punk.
That's a good one. No.
It's
Ladies and
Chris
gentlemen,
Jericho.
it is Mr. Will Ospreay.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't call him the best in the world. He's pretty good.
I said
I
some
like him.
some consider him to be the best in the world.
He's pretty good. But
The one thing I feel with Will Ospreay, in real life at least, is that he is kind of... I mean, someone put it on Twitter, and I'm going to echo it, where he's very happy being a big fish in a small pond.
yeah. Very, and I know exact because I responded to that.
Oh my god, it really does not look like Samoa Joe when you look at the face of
No, it's horrible.
I think I responded to that tweet, and I'm like, he's a big fish in a small pond. He could be a small fish in a big pond.
I think he would be I see Will Ospreay. I see a better, or like more usable version of Ricochet.
Yeah.
I agree with you because he's 230 fucking pounds.
Yeah, but he also can speak and he can move, but he's got a litany of fucking physical problems.
Yes, and WWE has been in discussions. I don't know if they're signing him, but I think I responded. I don't know if I did, but I was thinking to the effect, yes, he's a big fish in a small pond.
Well, he could be the next challenger for the ROH World Title here if he wins this fatal
Who
four-way.
would you like JBL to face?
What's that?
I can tell
What do you
you
think
who
the best match would be with JBL out of these
I
four.
think me personally, Karrion Kross would be the better.
I agree.
Although
I wouldn't mind him
I
and
wouldn't
Joe.
mind Sheamus.
Well, I wouldn't mind him and Will
Sheamus are
Ospreay.
similar.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind him and Will Ospreay, to be honest
shit,
with you,
Ospreay
but
just fucking tossed Joe. Now, the reason I signed Will Ospreay is because I feel like there's a lot of potential cool matches I can do with him, even if it's not for the world title.
Yeah.
Right.
You've got a lot of matchups with people that we've never
and
seen
Seth.
fight, which is cool. Oh yeah. I mean, he is like AJ Styles light type guy.
Yep.
I was looking at him for a while there, and I
Just
was
took
thinking
the
of signing
stairs.
him, but I'm like,
No, don't know.
That was a
he,
glitch.
he doesn't fit the ECW promotion as much as other guys. So I was thinking about getting him when we did the
Not you.
Freebie.
redraft or whatever the fuck it
Not
was.
trying to get to it.
I know that.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Well, we'll see what
But I
happens.
mean, like Sheamus and JBL, they're the same fucking wrestler.
Kind of are.
Are JBL, I mean,
I see JBL more as a modern day, or now, like not as much now, but when he was in his highlight, more of a modern day version of $1 Million Man. $1 Million Man with Stan Hansen.
Oh, you mean gimmick wise?
yes.
Because yeah, wrestling wise, no.
So-
No, wrestling
Gimmick
wise, he's
wise,
Stan
no.
Hansen.
And I think
1,000%.
If you look,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I will tell you this, you look at Ted DiBiase, he was the New York fucking rich man.
He was
JBL is the Southern.
yeah,
Rich
he's the
Well, yeah,
Texas
but
fucking
the Texas part of him really didn't
money
play
man.
much into the role, other than the fact that he had like the cowboy hat and the longhorns. Everything else
well,
was
it did though because he was against like fucking Mexican immigration.
man.
They
That's
did
pretty sexist.
go along with that, but I think they played it to the Southern way of thinking with rich people.
Negative Southern stereotypes. I see what you're saying. I just
Yeah.
He reminded me of what is like what the fuck is the thing is longhorn bullhorn, brother?
Yeah.
That fucking rooster.
'Cause I can
I
tell
know
you,
that.
right? I can honestly tell you,
Leghorn, bullhorn.
Oh, foghorn, leghorn.
Yeah,
Boy,
there we go.
I say that I'm not dated very well.
They didn't go
I
like
have not
fully with
seen
it.
a foghorn leghorn cartoon in fucking ages.
Oh shit! Cross has got something on Sheamus. This could
Oh.
do it.
Foghorn
What I was thinking is
leghorn
Never mind.
with the fucking chicken hawk, fucking
Hold
chicklet.
on. Did you say
chickly?
chicken hawk?
I
Yeah,
think that's what it was.
Is it
he was
called
a
a chicken hawk?
chicken. He was a chicken hawk. Yeah, the
No.
little brown fucking.
Yeah, the one that kept fighting Foghorn Leghorn. That was a chicken hawk.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
chicken
I
hawk.
thought you were talking about actually foghorn. I'm like, what?
No, Foghorn was actually a root.
He was a rooster. And you would be like, I say, boy.
But I feel like they didn't go like that crazy with him or anything. But it was very much like I know he was like stock market guy, but like the character was very much Southern oil
Well,
Yes.
he was okay. So back then, when they went 2006, the people, the time that he was the top heel,
04.
that was a Texas conservative, and he's a Texas conservative, so they played on real life with him.
Yeah, they just beefed it up to the point where it's a character with the white car, the white suit, the white cowboy hat.
John Cena, the feud that them two have. John Cena played the fucking Thugonomics, fucking baby face. We are the minority. Baby face. It was really good. It was good storytelling. But I'll tell you what, that match at WrestleMania 22, I think that's where it was.
With him and Cena.
Yeah, with JBL and Cena, it told the story. It finished the story.
Sorry,
it was a pretty good story.
I was just cut off guard because Samoa Joe has been tossed around a lot more than he has ever probably been tossed around in his fucking life. Oh, nice bro kick by Sheamus. Oh,
not as much as that. Not as much as that. Not as much as that. Paris knee drop. They just had to bring up the chair.
Nope, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. It hasn't been
well, no, you said Samoa Joe's been tossed around. I'd say he's been tossed around like the chair.
He didn't even toss the chair. He just dropped it. Here you go.
Like a tot.
Don't need this. Stings. Nope. Sheamus another cover. Oh God, nope. Oh shit. So representing Ring of Honor in the championship matches, we got Rhea Ripley as our women's champion, Cedric Alexander our TV champion, JP's favorite Eddie Guerrero as our pure champion, the Briscoes as the tag champions, and of course, as we mentioned, our favorite Southern Texan, Mr. John Bradshaw Layfield, is the ROH World Champion. Penta and Rey in the cage match, and then in the War Games, we got Seth Rollins on one side and AJ Styles on the other. So
this War Games match is going to be fucking
crazy. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. Well, I was thinking about that. I'm like, okay, I could do qualifying matches, but realistically, I have two like prime guys in AJ and Seth. Fuck it, let's just do this.
The best.
Yeah.
You basically got like the light and dark versions of the same fucking person.
Basically.
I love it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Joe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I did qualifying matches because I was like, how am I going to build to a pay-per-view that is what we're doing? Survivor Series, where like it's all built already.
That's why I'm doing qualifying matches and like #1 contenderships for after or like before. Because
that's kind of what I'm doing too. Kind of like building for after.
Joe gonna chuck out Ospreay? Nope. Ah, fuck. Ospreay
yep, he tapped. He tapped. No, he didn't tap.
No, he didn't. He like got out of there like instantly.
His hand was vibrating. Seriously.
Stop knocking hockey, man. Hockey's a fucking awesome sport. I will fight you on there.
In the ring. Oh, Salida del Sol.
I fucking love hockey.
What the fuck was that?
Hockey for me, I can leave it.
I love hockey.
Man,
I wish I could have played hockey.
Just puck off. There's a little giggle from
I think I understand. I can tell you right now. I think I understand.
There's a lot of disappointment over here.
I think I understand hockey better than I understand wrestling.
There is some confusing fucking wrestling.
I mean, whatever. Wrestling, they get, but hockey, not for me.
Oh shit!
Oh no, and it's not for everybody. I'm surprised.
Oh shit!
You're Canadian.
Joe tapped out Karrion Kross with a sleeper, ironically. He's still not done yet, or is he?
I think
Samoa Joe with the win.
Here is your winner, Joe.
Joe, that's it. Thank God.
You know, it's Joe.
You want to know why that was funny, everybody? Because we never see Samoa Joe in a match. Because the last time Conor had Samoa Joe, he just dropped a chair.
I don't know if we've ever seen him win.
No, he won the TV title once, and then he lost it back to Ray. Like, it was a quick, like, hot potato. All right.
How do they not have Samoa in this game as a fucking call-out?
I don't know. Copyrights?
Canada is a very beautiful country now. Tim, God damn it, I've been there. Been to Ottawa. I've had what did they call it? Poupon or whatever that.
This is gonna be such a
Poutine?
great- this is a
Poutine,
great
yeah.
stream. This is gonna be a
I've had
great
that.
stream.
I've had that. That's actually pretty good.
Poutine's good, man. How can you go wrong? Fucking fries, cheese curds,
It's just
and gravy.
everything that will clog your fucking arteries.
Yeah. Take it in, man. Take it in.
It's
Actually,
great.
there's like a poutineery here that like you can get like tons of different flavors and it tastes amazing.
I tried poutine
It
once
doesn't-
and I wasn't.
You know what? If I you know where I would love to go fishing one time, Canada. I've never been fishing in Canada.
You gotta go to like Newfoundland, that side of the Canada. You'll catch a fish in 2 seconds.
Well,
You literally drop the line in and the fish is on the hook.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's not about catching the fish for me. It's about just being in the moment, just being out there. Just
Yeah, go to Newfoundland's like Ireland.
I can't do that, and it's not because I think like I'm not like nothing against fishing, but I just know my attention span cannot fucking handle it.
It's not. You know what?
Okay, there is
You know what?
literally no attention span needed. You'll catch
as
a
a
fish in 2
kid-
seconds.
As a kid,
You'll catch
as
a fish in 2 seconds if you go there.
Listen, as a kid, I would just go fishing to get away and just sit.
Yeah,
And I would throw my
Fishing
line
is
out
amazing.
there. Even if I had a fish on there, I didn't care. I was just sitting there, just enjoying, just
Here's your
You
fishing
know,
rod. I don't care.
The fishing is amazing. I'm allergic to fish. I can't even eat the fucking fish.
That's ironic.
But it's just like a really fun. Like for me, it's relaxing as shit and it's fun. And there is a struggle when you get a fish and you have to learn how to fucking bring them in. I catch and release. Of course, I fuck up their mouths.
Me
I don't
too.
give a shit.
I don't eat fish. I mean, I'll eat a sea fish, but I will not eat a freshwater fish. I can't stand the taste of it, but I love catching the shit out of some fish. But if I
It's also
don't
so relaxing.
catch
You're in
But
nature.
if I
You're
don't
usually.
but if I
drinking?
don't catch anything, I'm not disappointed.
Well, let's catch
No,
New
me
Japan
neither.
Because it's now New
I
Japan
didn't go,
time. Sorry.
Oh, Heather,
Yeah.
tell us what you're saying.
Sorry, I got.
Shut up.
Okay.
I'm opening tonight with a multi-woman match.
Boobies.
It's Shotzi versus Alba, Shotzi Blackheart versus Alba Fire versus Luna Vachon versus Io Sky.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You do know that with the card now, when we get to JP, it's like, holy shit. for every match.
You're good.
And then I have Rick Boogs taking on Shingo Takagi. And then, since we haven't seen him in a while, I have Okada taking on Matt Riddle to see if Matt Riddle is ready to go for the main title.
You mean the world title?
Yeah.
I think Matt Riddle is joining OnlyFans.
He might be.
Wait, what?
Hey, he'll be a millionaire.
He is having a baby with a porn star.
Yeah.
Dude. Come on.
The last thing I saw of him on Twitter was a banana hammock.
Well, he was done with
I'm gonna scroll up.
I
Anyway.
do not want it.
Yep.
I then have Beth Phoenix taking on Bull Nakano.
Nice.
Bull looks
I like
great.
Bull Nakano.
And my main event is Rich Holland versus Ilya Dragunov.
No,
for the
never
Never
mind.
Championship.
Delilah.
Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah. We weren't gonna win the title. All right.
Hey
We're
there,
gonna watch the first match,
Delilah. Strike a taunt off.
Last,
right?
yep.
All right, let's do this.
It's not about catching a fish. So
It's about being out there and enjoying your time in nature.
yeah, you just
And honestly, I wouldn't say I don't like fishing alone. I prefer fishing with. I went ice fishing, and that was fucking great.
yeah. I mean, it's cold as fuck, but you know,
You're in a little hut, and it's warm in the hut, and you get to see.
it is.
That's a woman's
Jared
pizza.
has one. My brother's like, you need to go ice fishing with me. Like, dude, I cannot sleep out in the fucking cold. I get cold.
Well, you don't have to sleep. You don't have to go out there and sleep. What the fuck?
Well, he goes and camps for like a day or two.
I mean, I'd
I'm
still
like-
probably do that.
But I would if he's just gonna do it for a day, I'll go out there and sit with him because it's not about the fishing to me. It's about just being.
Well,
Fishing is
you're doing
so
something.
fun.
The thing that pisses me off a lot, like nowadays, so you go out and you hang out with friends or family or whatever, and everybody gets on their fucking phones. Get that shit out of here.
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
and when I go fishing, I'm actually about fishing. I'm not.
Yeah, well, live in
my
the moment,
phone
get with the
and-
nature, talk to people. You're
I was
gonna
about
have
to
a lot
say-
more fun
Oh,
than
yeah.
checking Instagram.
I can appreciate. I can appreciate the value behind like disconnecting and just kind of, for lack of a better phrase, like shutting your brain off and just like kind of like
It
just
doesn't
like
have to be. It doesn't have to be for a week. Just a day.
yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
I
Go
love
ahead.
fishing.
I need to get stoned out my ass just to calm myself down.
Right, and it's so serene. But if you sit there, and especially during the summer, like at night, you hear the crickets and just
Oh,
the
yeah.
sounds, and you're sitting there with your buddy, sitting there drinking a beverage or two, and you don't care if you catch anything. But when you do, I tell you, when you get a big fish on the line, and it is intense as hell.
It's fun, man.
It
It's
is
fun.
all about that fucking fish, especially when it jumps up out of the water and does the whole fucking trying to get off the fucking hook thing. It is so serene, man.
Heather,
I've gone fishing quite a few times in my life, and I've enjoyed it every time.
Heather, any particular thought process behind the fatal four-way here, or just for funsies?
This is actually going to be building up my wins and loss records for these girls. So far, out of these women, Alba is the one with the highest win rate.
Interesting.
Talking about fishing, we've got a fatal four-way women's match.
What I get from Heather, and it's okay, and I'm not criticizing it because she's actually doing what the AEW said they were going to do, and she's just following through with it. I like it.
Well, I
Really?
have wins and losses too, but it's hard to book when everybody is like losing as much as they're winning.
Yeah,
I shit you not, Eddie Guerrero has won 2 matches, and he is my fucking pure wrestling champion. I don't know how the fuck that works, but there's there.
He won the matches that
you
matter.
look- If you look at how if everybody's watching this show and paying attention, each one of us books a little different.
Well, yeah.
Heather books based on a record, which is fine. I book on fucking nostalgia. Connor, I don't know what the fuck Connor does,
Yeah.
but I like it. I like
Actually,
it. And the basement tries to be Paul Heyman, but he's all right at it.
So, to truth be told, the only way I can probably describe my booking style
Hey man,
is hey man is I had booked so far in advance the last season. Like I had booked way far out and had like note for note, beat for beat where I wanted things to go. And a lot of shit did not go the way I was intending it to go.
I did the same thing,
And so
and it failed.
I am trying to, I think me and Basement are on the similar boat of like, we have general plans and general ideas of where we'd like things to go if it goes
I have,
that
like-
way, but we're
I have,
kind
like,
of
a-
pivoting if need be.
I have like I guess like a month, like booked, but not booked like matches, just like where certain titles are defended and where I'd like certain rivalries to take place.
right.
But it's honestly, it's gonna fucking change
I have
because
Mania
I have no
penciled
idea
in
what the game's gonna do.
I have Mania penciled into my brain, but obviously a lot of shit can go wrong between now
I went
and then.
I went up until the Rumble, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go further than that because I'm just wasting my time.
I book like they did the week-to-week shows.
Honestly, in the end, that's how it ends up in this game. Even if I booked on my Excel shit for like months, I'm
Yep.
still booking week to week.
Yeah, so what I mean by week to week is so like if you go watch Mid-Atlantic Wrestling,
Oh
I
god,
wish promos
I'm
were an
gonna
actual
tell you,
thing in
just
this
don't do it.
game.
Don't do it.
I wish promos were an actual thing in this game because it'd be so much better.
It's crazy because they were, and they just got rid of them.
Because they wanted the Connor help me
Oh.
here.
Her leg's not on the top rope.
No, it is not.
It is somewhere around the top rope. So I think that they're more about, hey, let's look at the motions in the game. Let's do that. Like if you
No,
look,
it's
fucking
lazy.
John
It's
Cena's
lazy, is
doing a
what it is.
fucking blockbuster, a super blockbuster off the fucking goddamn top of the steel cage. If you do it, that's, even if it's not in his moveset, it's in his moveset.
I feel like they got to a point where they're like, we can't. They just keep resetting. Every like 3 or 4 years, 2K Games keeps resetting fucking WWE. They get to a point where it's like, oh, we like some of these features, and here comes the new 2K Games. We're gonna take some of them away and bring other ones in for some reason.
Truth be told, I mean, I skipped 2K20. I completely skipped it, and man, I'm glad I
lot
done
of
that
people
fucking
did.
game.
Yeah, but there was like what I don't know what it was, like 2K16, 18, one of those, where you could like in universe mode. Yes, there were just generic moments where someone would come out and talk, and someone else would come out and respond. But it's better than not having anything.
That was SmackDown versus Raw 2010. It was one of the best universe modes because that was like what like on the precipice.
No. 2K had this.
Really?
I remember playing it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2K had that feature.
I'll have to dig. But
Because I actually, you know, like
I freaking streamed that shit at some point in
I
time.
put myself in the game. I created my character, and then what I would do is I would like whoever like the world champion was, I would come out and walk past them and try to do the John Cena ruthless aggression fucking promo when he slapped Kurt Angle,
yeah, I can
and
see
it didn't work. Like he would just walk away from
Well,
him, and that
like,
would be the end.
to be honest, unless something is a real Jesus Christ, unless something's a real big wow factor, I'm probably gonna skip 2K24.
I would suggest. I think it's like every 2 years get a new one.
Well, on top of that,
and
the
I
new
feel-
creations this year around have been. I mean, all
The
jokes
only
aside about
problem you're
Samoa
gonna
Joe, but-
face,
yeah.
that I hate with 2K Games is they're gonna shut down the server and shut down any created. Like, you're not gonna be able to download shit after the new game comes out. They'll shut it down,
I don't
and
think they've done it.
that's how it's gone every year.
No, I
man.
thought it was every 2 years.
It was
No. Every year, about a month after the release, they stop supporting the last game.
Really, it's that quick? Shit.
It's
Yeah.
really
It's like
quick.
that
Yeah, it's
Rico-
terrible.
Let me hold on. Let me just. I believe you.
And I will
This is-
say, like, when I was like doing it on my own channel and streaming fucking wrestling, you could do promos. I'd black it out and be like, you can input your own, not in the game, but like through video magic.
So just FYI, the 2K22 servers, so not this one, the last one, are still active, but they will be shut down as of January 3rd.
But
Yeah.
they did that because 2K, the last one was a fucking horrendous mess. Before that, it was pretty much every year when the new one came out, they'd give you like 2 or 3 months and then they'd shut it down.
So it says here, this article says, the life cycles of W2K games are becoming shorter, with the W2K20 server shutting down after 26 months. That's 2 years. And W2K19's online models remain playable for nearly 4 years. So they had them for longer, but they are shrinking them down.
And you can still play. You can still create characters. You just can't.
Download.
You can create your own, but they basically like prohibit like what we would use, which is community creations, because they want you to buy the new game. Because technically, with the community creation suite, you can just update the game yourself.
But even if there's a year of it being active after the next game comes out, that's still fine by me because that gives me enough time.
Oh no,
to
it's completely fine.
Yeah, and by then, so in theory, by the time, let me just say this: if in theory, based off what I'm reading here, 2K24 comes out, that means that relatively, in theory, if they're keeping around the same time, that means that these servers, the 2K23 servers, will shut down right before 2K25 comes out.
For some reason, it always felt like it was way before that.
Hold on, Io Sky,
It was
Shotzi,
her
Luna.
fucking way.
What the fuck is Alpha Fire doing all the way in the crowd?
Is she in the crowd? Or is she in the
She's
ramp? There she
sorry.
is.
What the fuck is she?
So
What the hell was she doing all the way out
I
there?
was afraid she was playing a Hulk Hogan getting dragged into the crowd.
So I when we're talking video games like Madden, the only step that they need to take with Madden is you can realign your league. And I talked to Heather about this the other night.
This is a hard
Actually,
pivot.
I was talking about it last night because I've got some ideas for the channel. I'm just saying, but I remember like realigning the league. Like I can see, like in basketball, how they've aligned the league. Like, is Oklahoma City really in the Northeast, or is it in the Midwest?
Northeast.
You see what I mean? So I'm all about like
that
that is the only step that I need Madden to take, and I'll probably never buy another one. If they do that, that'll be the last one I ever buy.
I don't believe it.
No, it will be. It will be. Because I don't think I'm buying another MLB The
Well,
Show.
as like the rosters update and you can't update the rosters, come on.
And I'm okay with that.
Right now, that's what pissed me off with all these fucking sports games. Like, you pay full price for a roster update. Is really what you're paying for,
Yep.
more than anything else. Because the
I mean-
gameplay slightly changes, but is a slight change worth a fucking $100? No.
Oh shit! I almost got that.
But what do you mean? The roster updates? I mean, I don't care about the roster updates.
Usually when the roster updates happen, that's when his save files get corrupted anyway.
Then it is.
No,
So
but
the-
like, I mean, you're gonna be playing Madden with rosters from 6 years ago if you don't buy the new game eventually.
And that's okay. Because you can edit names and shit. So
So
it,
much work.
and it doesn't, for me personally, when I'm playing a video game, I don't give a fuck what the guy looks like. Half of them look like fucking hobbits anyway. If you look at a few of the fucking, like the creative character in Madden, looks like a fucking hobbit.
The one thing I absolutely hate with basketball games is you can create a character, but you can't create a character. Yeah, I don't think it's possible, at least. Someone will probably correct me. But I've tried multiple times. You can't create a character over 7'2". There's a bunch of guys
Hold on.
entering the league
Hold
that are
on.
7'2" and above.
Why?
And you-
I was gonna say, why the fuck?
I mean,
Trying
Victor
to
Wembanyama
create-
is fucking 7'4"
Trying to
and
create-
unstoppable.
Are you fucking trying
You
to create
can't
the
create a
Space Jam
character like
team
that.
from the fucking Space Jam movie?
I'm just saying, like, one of the biggest fucking guys, like,
Monstars.
that is playing right now in the real NBA is 7'4", and you can't create that. So you can never have that guy in your league through Creation Suite.
And that's okay.
Would anybody like a peanut?
Because although I am very particular about the size of players,
I feel like you would 100% keep buying the game.
no, I won't. I won't. I can tell you right now, I won't.
Oh Jesus! Did you see that glitch?
I
Let's just
mean,
wait until the next
if I
episode.
do, they need to update the rosters so that.
That's what they're charging.
Oh my fuck!
What I'm saying is,
Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss because I can't.
well, it's hard for me to explain because I can show you, like the person will have their actual tops card,
Yeah.
and then it looks cartoonish.
Yeah.
If you move him between leagues, so if you trade him, he becomes a cartoon play card. I mean, it's pretty close to what he looks like, but it's nothing what he looks like. If you look at half of the fucking players on the fucking game in MLB The Show, look like they've been stung by a fucking bee.
Hey, it looks like Samoa, not Joe.
Yeah.
But it is.
These women are beating the piss out of each
I
other.
think I could do.
Yes, they are.
I think I can do without buying the roster or buying the new game.
And that's what I was saying, like with like 2K24. Like, let me go back. That's why I didn't buy 2K20. It wasn't even because like hearing rumors
Right.
about glitches or anything. It was like literally the only character that I had any interest in terms of the update was the Fiend. That was it. That was the only character that was like noteworthy of a difference in the roster sizes. Other than that, it's like I'm good. And I skipped it. I'm glad I did for numerous reasons. But truth be, oh Jesus Christ. Truth be told, unless there's some big wow factor for 2K24,
Right.
I'm probably gonna skip it.
And that's okay because we
got
can
more than enough
actually
stuff.
we can actually we've discussed about how we're gonna do this GM mode
For next season.
in the future.
Or
Yeah, but the game will come out and like the hype brigade will start and it'll be like, oh, it changed so much. And then when you get the game, it's like,
Look
wait
at,
a second.
look at why we started this show to begin with. They were bringing back GM mode.
They already bring it back. This is the second year with it, and it's
Yeah.
That's
not
what I'm
good.
saying.
Better,
It's just-
but not.
That's
not
what
the
brought
same.
us back to doing shows with this game.
Shotsy taps.
The problem with these games,
Wow.
tap bitch.
Oh,
The problem with these games is that the amount of change is so minimal.
No,
Yes,
yeah.
there is change happening, but it's so slow.
Yes.
They never radically change the product, which is why skipping a year or two is recommended.
I agree.
So I'll
I
probably
mean,
have to-
frankly, they should do that anyway, considering it takes that long for the roster to change entirely sometimes.
Well, that's what I've done with pretty much every sports game I bought. Is I'm gonna buy every 2 to 3 years, maybe.
Scott.
No, I get that, but I think you can create players, so you can edit names and shit, and you can change weights. I haven't seen a weight like in Madden. You can have a 7 foot 400 pound guy.
So you can't go.
Yeah,
past
but then he
17.
comes out on the field, like the guy we created, and he was 6'4".
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
That's annoying.
I know. But it's not. And I get what you're saying, but that's just me personally. Anyway, go ahead.
I got Rick Boogs on this one. What about you guys?
Boogs has been losing a lot.
I
I'm
know.
gonna go with Jay Uso.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
also
not.
go with Jey
That's
Uso.
It looks like Jey Uso if he was left
They're
out in the
both
sun a
one
little
and the
too
same.
long. Like sun,
Yeah.
he's sun dried Uso. Oh shit! Come on, sun dried Shingo. Yeah. All right, Okada against Matt Riddle. So if Riddle wins, he
I'm
gets a
gonna
title
go
shot.
I'm gonna go with
He might.
bro.
Yeah, let me go with
Hey,
Or-
Riddle's undefeated since coming onto my roster.
until now.
And he lost.
Ooh. Kazuchika Okada, big match
Give me
Okada.
Bull Nakano on this one all day, every day.
She's got me blocked on Twitter, and I don't know
Beth
why.
Phoenix. He's talking about Beth Phoenix.
Oh, I'm like-
Beth Phoenix.
Bull Nakano's
Yeah,
on
I actually love her. I don't know what the fuck I
Right,
said. I must have
come on,
said something about
Bull
WWE.
Nakano and yeah, Bull Nakano with the win. All right.
Another one undefeated since coming on my roster.
But then again, it was probably like right around that time.
I am
When
happy
I
with
was
either one of
First
these.
introduced me, I was really angry at WWE, and everybody kept saying that's just coming back. And I said, if that fucker comes back, I'll quit watching TV.
So I'm happy with either one of these men winning because Ridge Holland, don't forget, is now the new holder of the Money in the Bank briefcase.
oh my god, not this.
Let's
fucking
go. Vonnegut, Edgley.
Hey there, Delija, I'm all the way down here.
guy. Oh my god, it's fucking Elijah.
No, he said Elijah.
Elijah.
The International League of Justice Acquaintances.
Oh my god. So he next leveled that shit.
Yeah, I sure did. Man, the shit he's been doing in NXT. I have not paid attention to NXT very deeply, but I've been watching his stuff. And holy fuck.
Yes, he is a fucking beast.
Man, I'm just waiting for the day that he gets called up and it's him and Gunter for the world title, and they're gonna fucking destroy
Ilya
each other.
Dragunov?
Yeah.
Ilya Dragunov, they'll never push him to the title.
He's too small.
Nah, they'll change his name to Dragunov.
It might be different.
Unless they can build him like the fucking Brian Danielson thing.
I never said they're gonna give him the belt, but I can imagine him and Gunter fighting for the world title, and they
I
would fucking
think,
destroy
well-
each other.
Yes.
I look at Ilya and I see Daniel Bryan all written all over.
I can to an extent, I can kind
He
of
has
see that.
more charisma than Daniel Bryan ever had.
But he does have tons more charisma. Daniel
Oh, yeah,
Bryan
for
was
sure.
really good in that fucking storyline of the underdog
The
story,
B-plus player.
the B-plus player storyline, because he really was a B-plus player. He's just a really good worker.
Now, real quick, just wanted to throw this out there too. As it stands right now, obviously Ridge Holland is the never openweight champion, and as it stands right now, he will be joining Cedric Alexander, Ric Flair, Montez Ford, and Big E, the other champions in that fatal five-way, so that could change things up. Also, Heather, do you have any announcements for who you want to participate in the War Games match?
I do.
All right.
Mm.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I am putting in Damian Priest as the heel.
All right, and let me just make sure. Right, basically, you said Rhino's a heel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, Damian Priest is the heel. Yep.
And Madcap Moss as the face.
Do it.
Interesting. All right. Okay. All right. So right now, this fucking war game is gonna be fucking nuts.
Shut up, JP. You guys are making me laugh.
So right now, the war games match as it stands is AJ Styles, Rhino, and Damian Priest against Seth Rollins, Madcap Moss, and Drew McIntyre. Good lord.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He already finished what he was trying to say.
I'm kind of retarded.
Fuck you.
Never.
No, there's no kinda there.
So what's this? Oh my God.
Fuck
That
you.
was
Never open with championship.
Never opened the
again
title
for
on
the
the line.
money in the bank. Here's the fucking money in the bank. Just waving in the face of the people.
He
Don't worry, I
came,
have
out, he
plans
came
for
out
it.
with it. He did the whole entrance with it.
In the face of the people, if you will. Is there anybody that can't do the Dusty Rhodes or the fucking Macho Man?
Probably Elijah Legion.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
He might be able to do it in Russian.
By the way, I love the fact that that belt just has the word "never" right in the front of it. I know,
Yeah.
I know I know, like it's a never open way, but it's like never. Can I hold that belt?
You ever
Never.
seen that? That
No, I
is
have.
exactly what.
What that title looks like.
Oh yeah, no, I just laugh at it because it's just like
It's actually
Can you hold
one
this?
of my favorite foreign titles.
They actually do a really good job with the never open weight title over there, or have done. I don't know how they've been recently. I quit watching New Japan.
I haven't kept up on much New Japan stuff, and I have heard some rumblings that they may be bringing back the Intercontinental title.
They need to. When they got rid of that title, I did like the storyline with Naito winning both belts because they did that story for like 4 years and it was pretty good. So, and he finally did like 2 years ago, and then Kota Ibushi beat him for it, and then he combined the two titles. They should have never, because the United States, the New Japan Pro Wrestling United States Championship, who's the fucking champion? I don't fucking know.
Isn't it?
When it was New Japan, I knew it was somebody that was a top star in the business.
They lost a lot of talent.
They did, because the AEW started. And you see a lot of them coming over and jobbing to fucking talent that is either fucking 70 years old or fucking...
They lost a lot of like Western influence, and then yes, you're right. They ended up like working with AEW to only their detriment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like you're not gonna get over with this side of the world if your whole like everybody is fucking Asian and can't speak.
The
It's just not gonna happen.
only people that really care about that are the people that actually watch all of the wrestling. Like all of it.
Yeah,
all the wrestling.
yeah. Or
But-
people that live there.
But by the way,
I
ironically,
mean, they go to all the fucking, like, I've never been to an Indies wrestling show ever in my life. Ever.
kind of missing out.
I've seen them on TV, but I've never gone to one.
Depending on the
You're
brand,
right one. They're pretty fun.
they're pretty
And
good.
I'm not saying they're not fun. But
They're actually probably more fun, I think, than the actual.
well,
Big
you
shit.
get
Getting
what
into
you
on some other
get.
stuff. What?
You get what you get. You just
Yeah, but you get involvement more than you get like.
I am
It's like
okay
I'm
with it.
Going
Me
to like a
too.
Raw or SmackDown, you're a spectator. Going to an indie show, you're involved in the production in some way.
It's a lot more
Me and
intimate.
Drew.
Yeah, that's I guess
Me
the
and
word. I
Drew
was looking
had
for.
this conversation when we would actually watch wrestling,
Mhm.
and he would say, we had this conversation. I said, I've been to an Indies wrestling show, but it wasn't.
I
I
ran
didn't
one.
care.
Well, I mean,
Right.
I feel like if you're involved in it and you know what, like, the people involved, it'd be a lot more fun. I don't know. For me, like, I've watched wrestling in person. I've never gone to an indie show, but I've watched, like, various levels of WWE wrestling. It's like, at the end, I walk away being like, okay, I don't know if I had more fun watching it here or on a couch. It's definitely more involved, and the show is better because you're there. But it's
Right.
also like the inconvenience of going there, the costs associated.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen. Well, I saw Takeover. I guess that's the only pay-per-view type thing I saw, and it was really good. I just feel like I've never been in like watching a wrestling show with people that I would prefer to go with.
Right. I so when I said I haven't been, I have been, but it was done in my high school gym, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was an actual, like, the indies where, and I know what the indies are, but what I mean is the indies wrestling is actually what the territories are right now.
Essentially, yeah.
So the indies wrestling is essentially, if you really want to build fucking wrestling again, do the indie shows and let them have one world champion where they just go around like WCW did. I guarantee it would. It's
The
that's
only
what they're
problem
going
with like
that's what they
the
need to go with. Anyway, go ahead.
for me with like indies is the same thing as like going somewhere and watching a team I have no affiliation with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, but I don't have any investment.
That's
Right.
actually a
And I
very
feel
accurate- yeah, that's a very accurate description.
I feel like if you like in Connor's case, if you're working with them or you're trying to promote them or you've seen certain wrestlers, that's completely different. That's
Yeah.
investment, and that makes it so much better. But like no investment,
It's
that's
very-
where you kind of like
It's
go
very
on the
tr-
mainstream.
It's very tricky, which is why you see a lot of these like no-name independent promotions bring in former whatever name and they push them to the fucking moon because they realize that that's going to be the ticket that draws them in. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
even if they're low down on the card, like for example, here's a pulled name out of a hat, like Lance Archer. Like, oh, let's bring like former TNA superstar Lance Archer, and it's like that. Okay, but not everybody knows who Lance Archer is. He's so it's and then even if you do bring in a relatively big-ish name, the cost associated. Jesus Christ, Elijah, is cost association and return on investment is kind of tricky. Ooh, shit, that was close.
Do you know what Tony Khan should have done? Instead of creating AEW wrestling, he should have given those indies the most popular brand in each region, given them a pot of money and funded by the cons, and they get them a TV fucking deal, and they fucking show them bi-weekly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that would
Like-
involve,
like
that would,
we
that would
watched
The
involve-
problem
Mid-
is
Mid-Atlantic
like it
Wrestling,
hurts your
have them on
branding
for-
so much.
Huh?
You're not gonna make the money you could get off of like a proper brand.
On top of that, it involves a very big, hard thing that is very unstable in the world of pro wrestling, which would be that fun word called trust.
Yeah, and you're giving a bunch of money to other people to run products that they've probably proven they haven't been able to do.
Right.
I mean, I still feel like creating AEW was the right choice,
Ridge
but I would
James.
love to see. Oh, Ridge,
He's not dropping that fucking thing, is he?
He's a beast.
Has he been the only never open weight champion?
Here is your winner,
He just can't lose.
Pro Wrestling Total Champion,
It'll be interesting when him and Okada finally come face to face.
Is he the only champion?
For never open weight?
Yeah.
No.
God damn.
He didn't have it from- he had it from the beginning.
Didn't Jey Uso have it at some point in time?
Y'all need to go back and watch your own shit.
You don't.
I do. I do it all the time. I did it the other fucking day. Anyway, go ahead.
I didn't timestamp the last one.
Didn't have to.
Oh, okay.
I just scroll through it and then find what I need to find out of it. Yeah.
I was there, man.
I was there. I watched it. But I sometimes need to be reminded what the fuck I watched.
All right, let me pull
Well,
up.
this is also going all the way back to the beginning of the season.
That's honestly to God. That's why I have the whole reason I have the shit I have. All right, let's see here. All right, now let's see here. This will be interesting. All right, now we're gonna kind of speak in code for those of you watching the stream because I'm gonna be showcasing what I'm referring to with me and JP were talking about.
10110
God damn it, that was a great joke.
binary.
I if you don't cooperate, is it non? You're like, shut up.
Shut up! Just shut up! Shut up!
All right, so there's that one. All right.
JP, what the fuck do you have going on?
So Ric Flair has
What was
his
that?
Ric
That's
Flair has Ric Flair has his 5th defense tonight. If he wins this,
shit.
he will challenge Bruno Sammartino for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship
That's
at
it.
Survivor Series. That is my match.
Okay.
Now, the winner of that match will then wrestle in the
The main event.
main event. Yes. You'll be all right.
Who will be all right?
I'm not sure about that. I just looked back through. Dragunov was my first never open weight
Oh,
champion.
no shit. So just him and Ridge, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That makes sense. I
And
like
then we have a 2-on-2 with Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes versus Braun Breaker and Rick Steiner. Scott Steiner is hurt.
Father and son versus father and son?
So it's father and son versus father and son.
Oh,
that.
God.
Oh, haven't
Why
I
the
missed
fuck
it?
not? We're not watching that one. We are going to simulate that one. And then we have a United States Heavyweight Championship, and it is Harley Race versus Sting for that title. We will be watching that one.
All right. Let me see if I can do what I can do. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, basement.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You can do it cheap.
Yeah, could do that. Like that one. And then I could do it here, and then it would be a coin toss.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what. Yes, it's exactly what.
So it's a coin toss.
Remote.
That if you're paying attention to me, that's a wink, wink, because that's exactly what I said.
Cool. Okay. Just
That's a blank.
you'll see what happens. All right. That note. Salve Maria. All right. Let's do this. It's time for Dubsy Dub. All right. We're watching 3 matches,
Yep,
though, right?
and then Ted DiBiase, so Roddy Piper, and Big Boss Man will face each other. Those two are wrestling at War Games.
Bitchin'. Ooh, okay.
They're the two people for my War Games.
He said. All right. Let's start with the
And I
TV
gotta
title.
say they're mine because it is what it is.
So if
Alright.
Flair wins, Flair is challenging Bruno for the title at WrestleMania. Jesus, Survivor Series.
yes, sir.
Bitchin'. All
Yes.
right. Man, I still love how nothing's gonna top how Flair won the fucking belt. He fucking
No.
punches Hogan in the dick.
Well, he did it. He almost did it last week too. Well, didn't he win it last week too? Doing that?
I don't know
He
about
did
you
a
guys, but I'm going with Dick Hair.
that wasn't the actual deciding factor, but like literally him winning the belt was like dick kick, KO. I'm the new champ.
Yeah.
And to Hogan of all
Dick
people.
Hair. Dick Hair.
Oh wait, JP, that creates a bit of a conundrum then. So,
Yes.
if Flair, let's say Flair wins, right?
Yeah.
So if Flair wins, that means you don't have a TV champion at Survivor Series, which means you're out of the other match.
That is correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure
See what
that.
I was saying earlier? Nobody listens.
And that's okay. Because I can tell you what, You'll be all right in the morning.
Will I
Yeah,
be?
you won't. I think the way this night's going, I'm not sure how you're gonna feel in the morning. Fuck, technically it is morning.
Yeah, it is.
It's
You'll be okay.
12:59.
By the
I've
way,
got it. I've got it figured out, man. I've got it.
All right.
by the way,
I
apologies.
trust you.
By the way, apologies this week for my absence. I don't know what the fuck is going on with me and being fucking exhausted unnecessarily. I don't know if it's like daylight saving times or what the fuck it is, but I'm like, yeah, I'm totally
That's
gonna.
part of it. Wendy,
Wendy
today, she's like, we can't go anywhere. It's dark outside. I got to go to bed. I'm
Fucking
like,
depressing.
what? You just got home from school.
It's
So,
depressing, but yeah,
I get you. I
I'm,
think that's what it
I'm
is.
at work and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is the longest stay alive.
yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Kill me. But no, I felt
it
bad.
is
Like I
going.
wanted to be on like more often this week, and just like I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm not sick. I don't know if it's like the daylight savings time or getting used to just like being a fucking vampire. But like lately, I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Called getting old.
I was about to say it's probably that too. But
Oh,
like,
getting old. This motherfucker over here says it's called getting old.
not
I'm
Wait
only
till you get to be
16, so
my
I
age.
wouldn't
only
know.
16.
There are some days where I look at Heather and go, "We doing anything tonight?"
Yeah.
And it's like, oh
and
shit.
it's not some days, it's every fucking night. He sits there. You guys doing anything tonight?
Sweet 16, give it to me.
My balls haven't dropped yet. You
You
know
know,
what?
you
I'm not
gotta
gonna
hide
lie.
all the young
I'm
girls in the audience
kinda-
when this guy's up.
So by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Ted DiBiase brought with him his own title.
Yes.
He
Mhm.
did. He does have the $1 million title.
Yep. You're welcome, JP, for reminding you of that.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
No, I mean initially
Okay.
I'm like, hey, the belt's in the game. Do you want to use it? Like, sure.
I
You'll
don't.
be okay in the morning. Is all
What
I'm
is
gonna
it
say.
without him carrying around a belt? He can never not be champion, right? That was the whole gimmick.
That was the whole reason why they made that belt.
Right,
for
but
him.
it's a fun prop that you can use if like you want to put the $1 million title on the line.
Yes. No, I get it.
Shit, you can have Ted DiBiase take the TV title space in the Fatal 5-Way if you wanted to. Regardless of the victory.
You know what I see happening in the next like couple of years? You're gonna see fucking. This is so off topic.
Right.
You're gonna see fucking Jason Voorhees kill a bunch of Gen Zs. I swear that franchise is coming back, and it's gonna be killing a bunch of fucking kids on TikTok.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I mean, wasn't there like a rights issue or something with that?
So Connor,
Yes.
read your DMs real quick.
Oh, God.
I was
Hold
gonna
on.
say you'll be okay in the morning.
By the way, I'm honest to God, I'm kind of rooting for Flair to lose.
Why does his nipples look like they're inverted?
Why is
Because
that?
they are.
Come on. Load X.
It's in the creators room, by the way, just so you know.
I don't want to look at it.
Listen,
It's funny.
This coming from the guy. Okay, this coming from the guy where I'm like, hey, the ROH TV title is gonna be 7 defense. He's like, fuck, I'm stealing that. I'm like, that's okay. And then
Well, I didn't steal it. I didn't steal. It's like I
you
had the
said
same
steal,
idea.
not me. You
Well-
said steal, not me. I don't give a shit. But hey.
Well, I said steal because I didn't say that's what I was.
But
gonna
when
do,
you
but-
recruited Ted, I was like, hey, why not do this if you wanted to? And I just wanted to poke your brain about it. I'm like, hey, because I'm also the fan of the old school, so you get out of my fucking head. Why do you think I have JBL as my champion?
Yeah, that's why I have Ted DiBiase as my
The
champion.
game shows him to win.
Actually, the game made him a fucking overpowered fucking monster that I was not I put fucking Omos and the Creed brothers at ringside, and they don't even do shit, and then he wins a triple threat on his
Well,
own.
nobody ever does anything in this game.
Which I'm like, okay. Well, I was hoping for something, but fuck, that triple threat was a fucking blast with JBL
There's hard-
clotheslining Seth and AJ like one after the other.
Yes.
But no, I want JBL as champion because I want a dominant dick heel who you would never in a fucking million years picture to be ROH World Champion. It would be like if he won the ECW World Title.
Right.
Right.
You want the dominant dick?
I want that dominant dick. Richard. Oh shit. Now count out
Ric Flair's
victory
getting-
is still a victory,
Ric
but
Flair was getting his ass kicked for a little bit.
I'm rooting.
Now he's wrestling like the Nature Boy,
I'm
Buddy
rooting-
Landell.
I'm rooting for Ted on this one. I want Ted DiBiase to win just because it would be a great little fuck you to Flair that on his last title defense, he loses. And boom.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Look at that little kid with pigtails.
With what?
2 years old. Front row.
The kid in the front with the pigtails.
Pretty sure she was born on Tuesday.
He was born, yeah, born today. Double underhook.
Ted DiBiase's pretty strong in this game.
He's kicking Flair's ass, man. I think. Never mind.
Oh,
It's not gonna last.
It's not gonna last.
Come on.
Come on, Flair and
Why
money.
don't you have
it's
Andre
never
the
good
Giant?
What?
Why don't you have Andre the Giant?
He could if he wants to.
JP.
why do I want him?
You know
Why
what?
do you not have him?
I'm not gonna ask you to win.
I do have
Fine.
him.
No, I don't think you do.
I do have Andre the Giant.
Well, you haven't used him in fucking months then.
Yeah, well then where is he?
I've not seen him.
I
Honest
know.
to God, I've not seen him
Okay.
once on your show.
He was in that.
You didn't sign him. You don't have him.
Yes, I do.
I'll check the roster.
I don't believe you do. I don't believe you do.
I do.
Pretty sure you don't have him. You can have
I-
him.
Mhm.
I'll check, but I haven't seen him in anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was in my battle royal,
Oh wait, he might be right.
and then I had him in the tournament for the fucking.
That I don't know about.
The
But I
Crockett
think he
Cup.
was. I think he was
That- yeah,
in
the battle
a battle
royal does
royal.
sound familiar, but oh shit, Flair back.
No, I do have. I swear to God.
Well, then how
Yeah,
come
because
you
we
haven't
talked about
used
his
him
fucking
forever?
entrance music for so long.
Would anybody like a peanut?
That guy's foot is broken. Look at his fucking leg. There's no
Yeah.
way.
By the way, if you want to play a drinking game at home, kids, play the drinking game where if the referee is trying to check to see if
Why
someone taps and
bleach?
looks absolutely fucking nowhere near.
Nowhere
the
near
people.
him? Yeah.
There was, what was it last week? Like he was staring, like the referee was staring at someone's ass. Like, what do you say? It's
Yeah.
like they're standing up, you dickwad.
Good AI, okay?
Shit.
Come on.
I don't
Hey.
ever remember Ted DiBiase having that finisher.
Uh-oh. Is Flair gonna
Okay,
tap?
his arm is in the wrong
Rock is
place.
looking in the crowd.
His arm is in the wrong
behind.
place.
Oh god, that was interesting. Where's the pigtail girl?
You know, these games have like weird clipping issues of human bodies
Yes,
Oh yeah.
they
that
do.
they just
See,
like
what was
never
it, was
fix.
it when Bobby Lashley in TNA last week had his arms fucking going behind him like a fucking crazed maniac? Was that what you're referring to?
That was
Harvey,
beautiful.
did you do that? Who did that?
Bobby
He
Lashley.
said you, someone did.
Here's the other one.
So good.
Yeah, it was one arm and then the second one. Or when Hulk Hogan gets fucking dragged into the crowd against his own free will. Within the
That
first
was
round.
incredible.
Bailey also went T-Rex on.
Who did?
That was incredible.
Was it Bailey or
Sasha Banks.
Sasha? That's
Yeah,
who it was.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
fucking great.
Fucking Ted's in trouble, man.
Yeah, it's over.
Nope. Ted's fighting back.
His
Wow.
legs are red. What? This game makes no sense.
Indian burn.
Well, if you've ever watched a Ric Flair match, that happens like two or three times in a match.
Smell my ass. Oh god.
Pile driver. No
Ted
effect.
DiBiase is actually pretty fucked right now.
Yes.
Hence the Indian burn on his legs. All it takes is one kick.
I mean, he's also got no stamina, no power,
You would think that at this point in the
Thanks, everybody.
stage, Flair would just low blow Ted and take the DQ.
And be done with it.
loss.
It's coming.
Well,
So
no, I mean take the DQ loss. He'd keep the belt. Oh wait, no, that would technically. Well, it would technically be a title defense, right? If he doesn't lose the belt via DQ, it's technically a title defense until he's dead.
Jeremiah, fuck you,
Oh
bitch.
my god.
Taking out the garbage.
This might be one of his best TV title matches. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh god, taking flight. He's taking flight.
Cha-ching, bitches! Oh my god.
Oh, good lord.
We call that. He does. Most people do a tea bag. He does a coin purse.
Yeah. Oh, god. I don't like it.
This is how Ric Flair's matches usually end. They have to go to the outside.
Someone
And then
flying on
he'll-
him from the outside.
Nope, he's gonna put him in a figure 4 leg lock and the match.
God.
Oh,
You saw that, right? The leg.
yeah. It's not good.
My leg.
Get in the ring.
Close.
Okay, well.
Ted. Ted.
Dead.
Uh-oh, shit.
He's jerking off his fucking foot.
If he gets a concussion,
Okay.
do you say that he can't cash register what's going on?
That is terrible. That is terrible, and you should hurt yourself.
I
You should
was
hurt
gonna
yourself for
say-
that.
I was gonna say that's some good shit right there.
Oh my god, the dollar sign.
That is horrible.
I still
It's
couldn't
horrible.
get
Wait, I think
the
it's gonna go to a
Ric
20
Flair's
count.
head, the dollar sign
Yeah, is it
popped out.
20 count? Because they
No.
are not concerned.
Yeah, it goes to a 20 count.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
I always thought, like, if you put it up to a 20 count, they should count fast.
They sort of do, but they.
I know this
But you
man.
notice-
They really? I don't think they do
Well,
at
no,
all.
what I was gonna say was, if you notice though, the 8, 9, and 10 drag on a little bit more.
Wait
And
till
then-
it gets to 18, 19, 20.
God damn.
No, he's dead.
They're beating the piss out of each other. There's only a
There,
minute left. Uh-oh, stairs.
He's
Invisible wall.
paralyzed.
God, Flair's gonna keep the belt.
That's okay.
No, it's not. I wanted Ted to win.
I understand.
Push the
God
dick.
Told you. That was like 20 seconds.
damn it, man.
Rip his
17.
ass off. Wear it like a hat.
Twist his dick.
He's gonna be completely in the red.
Oh.
No.
No fucking
Going
way.
in.
No fucking way.
And we're back. Boom. Well, it's Ric Flair.
No,
Well, Ric
no.
Flair moved, drink.
Ted DiBiase has a finisher.
No, it's too late. There's 17 seconds. So unless he hits it right
Ah,
this second.
do it right now. A second.
This is it.
Pin, you ass.
Oh,
Nope.
Go
no,
faster.
taking too much time.
Oh my
Too
god,
long.
he's so slow. Wait,
Wait,
no.
wait.
3, 2, 1.
What a finish. What a finish.
Oh my god, that was good. I loved it.
Wow. All right, so Flair is officially vacating the TV title, and he will challenge Bruno Sammartino at Survivor Series for the NWA World's Championship.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me make my quick notes as we and see, that's what I was referring to, basement. Please
So
hold-
I
please hold
get
your
what you're
applause.
saying. You are. I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
annoying.
he has no control over
All right, so NWA
the actual decision.
World Title, Bruno versus. That's actually going to be a fucking crazy match. Bruno versus Flair. That's going to be kind of crazy. Screams. So instead of it being Cedric versus Montez Ford versus Big E versus Rich Holland with Flair in that match, it's just going to be a fatal four-way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring
Cool.
from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds.
This fucking Survivor Series is going to be fucking insanity. Is Basement pooping again?
Probably, yeah.
Or will it, Connor?
For God's sakes, I just made notes.
You can make more notes. You can add on to those notes. You can also say, wait, listen, just do this, all right?
Acknowledge me. I am. You know how I'm acknowledging you? Do you know how I'm acknowledging you?
Fuck you, 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 fuck you.
It probably, and hey, Federico, how's it going? Was it? Yep, I just told you. It probably was bad. That reason Beth Phoenix blocked me.
I mean, Basement's blocked by Xavier Woods, and he's not bitter about it.
I'm not bitter. I don't care. But she has me blocked because I was going to read one of her posts. Yeah, can't do it. I'm blocked.
I'm not blocked.
Don't know why.
Feet moves, as far as I know.
I didn't say
Neither am I.
anything mean. At least it was probably just in reference to her husband. That's probably why she blocked me.
I know why I got blocked.
That was like years ago. It wasn't even like this last fucking run that he had. This is like 6 years ago. She had me blocked. She's had me blocked for a while now. It's all right. I'm okay with it.
You'll be okay in the morning.
Yeah, I will be. That way I don't have to listen to her complain about fucking headshot. Fucking, you just ruined my fucking life, you son of a bitch, by going to AEW.
God damn it.
'Cause now Vince won't even talk to me. Just kidding. That's a joke, everybody.
All right, who you got in this one? I'm going for Piper. Oh, Jesus, Piper, fucking boss.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Big Boss Man would do that if Roddy Piper asked him to do it.
I was about to say, like, Piper's the bigger star, but then I saw Boss Man being, like, physically bigger than Piper, and then I just saw him go fucking airborne like a 5-year-old at a trampoline park.
Boss Man would do that. He was really good. I like Big Boss Man because he could actually work in the ring.
Did you like when he got hung?
Hey, you know, okay.
Oh, sorry. Hanged is the right terminology.
I'm like, why the fuck are they showing this? But it's, you have to remember, it was a pay-per-view. It was a pay-per-view.
Oh,
Got in trouble. It was during the ad. They didn't get in trouble for it. They didn't get in trouble at all.
I mean, it was pretty bad. It was.
So wait, does that mean I can say I'm well hanged?
No, you can't. It's not how it worked.
Well, you have to think about what they were doing at that time. That was the Attitude Era.
It's not how it works, Connor.
How does it work?
But that was how the Attitude Era worked.
Not like that.
If
it referred to someone being okay, I can't. You know what? Fuck you.
You can tell how frustrated you just got, but you were too lazy to fucking.
Because I think it's wrong. Okay, hung should be the past tense of being hanged.
Right.
It should be, yes.
Right.
But it ain't. It ain't.
I know.
So you hanging did a picture?
I'm gonna hang you.
You hanged? You can't hang. You can't do that to a picture.
Hey, bro, you want to hung with me?
I feel like we're speaking Chinese.
I'm butchering the English language.
Do you want to be on with me? Well, you know, it depends.
My name is Bihung.
Yeah, how big a boy are you?
You want my rice? My name is Bihung. It's be hanged, asshole. Sometimes I hate myself.
I think there's a Snickers commercials like that where it's like, "Hey, Mr. Dumbass," and at the end he's like, "It's pronounced Dumas."
I'm gonna stick with that. What I said.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Just like this match, he's putting him to sleep.
Hanging around. Hanging around.
No, wrong. Yeah. Oh, on my head.
Did you just throw up?
Almost. Fucking head butted the wall. With the back of my head.
Wait, hold on. Can you headbutt backwards?
Yeah.
That was more of a front forward or top of head motion.
It's butt head.
They call that docking.
Listen, if you hung around.
Hanged. Hanged Chi.
He hanged around. Butthead.
Okay, this is amazing.
I wish it. You know what I wish that would do? Would just keep fucking running back and forth.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What the fuck
Oh,
now?
okay.
Oh, okay.
Look at his hand.
He needs to smoke after that.
Yeah.
The way Piper was laying there with his mouth agape.
Yeah. Mouth agape, but his hand was still like up in the air. With the claw.
Here to chew ass. Chew ass. And take bubble
I'm
gum.
here to hang and be hung.
I'm here to kick bubble gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of bubble gum. Oh God. Ah, Jesus. And right there, he's hanging around.
No.
Oh, brah! Power of law enforcement.
Oh.
You can tell that this referee is also a NWA exclusive. You'll see in a second.
Is it black? It's because he's black? You racist?
I don't know. Is he?
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander is my TV champion, okay? Yep.
NWA? You know what you're... NWA, you know what you're referring to, son of a bitch.
No.
Hey, Sean.
Hey,
He's
racist again.
fucking the fuck
He's
with.
being racist again.
Up. Is Piper going to choke him out? Yes, he did.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Go to sleep.
Piper with the win.
What a victory.
Or
Oh, no.
this looks familiar.
Oh, no!
Wow, the cutscene that launched the entire season of HGGM mode. So I'm going to take a guess and say Piper's the bad guy.
The Pied Piper.
Well, yep, that is what is happening. Roddy Piper is on the heel side. Big Boss Man's on the babyface side.
I'm going to
Alright.
say is defund the police.
He's up on the booze. Is that what you said?
Second.
I said defund the police.
All right, Cody. Father and son versus father and
He's
son.
up on the booze. How did it turn into that?
I'm going with the Rhodes on this one.
I'm gonna go with whoever wins.
I'm going with the father and son.
Boom, Rhodes with the wins.
Oh.
U.S. title time, baby.
Yeah.
Sting and the Harley Race. So these two have actually wrestled before, and it was actually a pretty good match.
But will this be a pretty good match?
We'll see. We
It's
shall
Gay
see.
Sting versus
What?
The
fucking
Gay
Bad
Sting-
Santa.
The actual Sting, the better Sting was the original Sting.
I'm Stang.
I don't know. Surfer Sting?
Watch your head.
I like him. He's pretty.
So
Then
boring.
Again, I get what you're saying, but back then I was fucking 12-year-old kid who just
And you wanted to be a surfer?
I wanted to be just like him and Hulk Hogan. I did. I wanted to be fucking Hulk Hogan.
You want to be fucking Hulk Hogan?
I know. I wanted to be like him.
That's
When I
brother
was
be
a kid,
brother.
when I was a kid, I wanted to be like Hulk Hogan. I wanted to be just
Did
like.
you eat your vitamins?
I did not.
Well, then you fucked up immediately.
Just
I knew it was never gonna fucking happen because I was never gonna be 6'8" and 305
No, I
fucking
just-
pounds.
You know,
I
that's
just
just
pictured
like...
I wanted to fuck Hulk Hogan. That doesn't work for me, brother.
well, but, I mean, maybe. He's the right skin color.
Not what I said though. Now you're putting words in my mouth.
That's better than Hulk Hogan's dick.
Glad you used the hand gesture because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it.
Well, Sting was another one. I wanted to be just like
Do you
Sting.
think that Hulk Hogan has a handlebar mustache on his penis.
He might.
He did.
What? Why do you know this?
Hold on, yeah.
Say it again, though. No, say what you said again.
How did you know?
Do you think Hulk Hogan had a handlebar
Like, I've
mustache?
seen Space Mountain. I have seen
Oh
Space
no,
Mountain.
I don't know about that. I was gonna say, I thought you said he did have a handlebar mustache.
He did. He had,
Oh
the,
my God.
he had the blonde handlebar, and his ball sack
balls, and
was
you're like-
black
You're
hair.
like, yeah, he had it. And we're like, what the? How did you know that? You're like,
I don't personally know that for a fact. I thought you were actually talking about he had a hand, didn't have one. I'm like, yeah, he did. But anyway, I wasn't talking about his genitalia.
Thank you for the clarity. Okay, speaking of which, do you think Carpets met the drapes here or what?
Yeah, for sure.
On Harley.
With Harley Race, I think they do.
Man, his
What he
nipples
has
are
on
really
top
far
of
apart. Is
that.
that just me, or like are they just like whack?
Yeah, they're
Think about it. Harley
chameleon
Race
eyes.
look. That is literally what Harley Race looked like.
His nipples
It's
are
so
like
great.
iguana eyes.
Yeah, a chameleon.
Yeah,
But his hair, Harley Race is fantastic. He is fucking love that guy. I love him.
Feel like
This is
he's
my
like Molly
one of my
guy.
grandfather's favorites. Was this guy? He's like, this guy's an asshole. He's my kind of guy. Harley Race was an asshole, man. It's pretty good.
Well,
You know what
you
I'm
talk
talking
about. Like you talk about like tough men's men in wrestling.
Yeah, but he was an asshole about it, which made him so good as a heel.
Yeah,
He was a really good heel.
Never babyface.
He was a baby face, but he was a better heel than he was baby.
Oh yeah.
He's the kid from Bad Santa grown up. Come on. You know.
When I was growing up, he was a bad guy. You know, when I first got introduced to Harley Race, he wrestled Hulk Hogan.
That's when I saw his
He was
dick.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the Fu Manchu in his balls.
I used to remember watching Saturday Night's Main Event when it came on. Could you imagine? Did you guys ever get that? You guys didn't get that.
Remember, I watched wrestling way later. And
But I
then
mean,
back-
as it actually happened.
no.
Yeah, that's my point.
What?
I was there when like Saturday Night's Main Event.
Right.
I remember I would stay up till 10:30 my time just to watch that show.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't tried to capitalize on a Saturday show, something similar like that more often. But then again,
Well, AEW
I
tried
was
it,
about to
but
say
then
collisions.
I think that's what AEW tried to do. Like, Basement's always mentioning history. If you look at it, that's probably why they fucking did it.
Well,
But it does. But the thing with that is that WWE, you'd be waiting for Saturday Night Live, and then this wrestling show would show up, and they what is that word where they put it on hold?
preempt.
They preempt it. They preempt Saturday Night Live to put Saturday Night's Main Event on. That's how big it was back when I was a kid.
That could go either way, especially nowadays.
Well, Saturday Night Live is fucking atrocious garbage.
But people still sit up to fucking watch it.
Yeah, but people sit up to watch fucking bullshit all the time.
Yeah, and that's my point.
By the way, like and comment and subscribe. Speaking of
Thank
which,
you for sitting up and watching this.
super chats
I
are on
wish
if you're
that-
feeling generous.
You know, I really, honestly, truly do. I think that's what you get with Raw and SmackDown, and fucking too much of it. When they would show it at special times, it was great.
Well, I was about to say,
Like,
like, I
they
think
made it an
presentation
event.
is a big
Now
key.
the stuff that they show on TV, you can fucking watch. That would have been a fucking Saturday Night's Main Event back in the day,
well,
where it's on like once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever.
I remember in 06, they did, I think, 2 Saturday Night's main events. As like
They
specials.
tried them. They retried them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't have minded those as like almost like WWE's answer to like a Clash of the Champions.
But you know what they were impromptu of? They were essentially the go-home shows for your WrestleManias and your SummerSlam.
WrestleMania.
So they would show them on NBC at 10:30 at night, and then they would always say, at WrestleMania, this match is happening and this match is happening. And it was like a go-home show, is
Yeah.
what it was. It was really good.
No, it was. I just wish they would do a little bit like that shit more often. And
Yeah.
Sting's dead, and
I think instead of doing the go-home shows, have them on a fucking Saturday.
yeah, I'd be down for that. And I gotta piss real quick.
You know what I mean? They have the most important matches that are going on, and then fucking have them on Saturday. I guarantee it, they fucking make a killing. Hands down. Don't have the go home show on Raw. Don't need it. Have a show on Saturday or do it on fucking. This is why the brand split sucks. Because Monday Night Raw does their go home show a week before the pay per view happens.
Yeah, it's too far removed. Especially
SmackDown,
with
this is why SmackDown is so much better right now.
So it could work in the past, but the fact that like wrestling is on every fucking night, you almost need to be, and the fact that like the new generation of people have the fucking attention span of fucking squid.
Yeah.
It's like you have to basically show them something before they see something else. It's needed.
Well, that's why they have all those fucking vignettes during every pay-per-view, and it's,
But
like, it's not necessary
during
to
the
do the show close
But
enough.
during the pay-per-view, like I think I get what he's saying. They're not needed at the pay-per-view. If you're watching that pay-per-view, you should know what the fuck is going on.
Well, you don't need a fucking 20-minute vignette to get to the
No.
match. You need a 5-minute to 8-minute vignette to kind of like summarize shit. They go too long with it.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I'm not watching the daily shows. It does help, but it even for me, I think it's too long. I don't need to know like 20 minutes of backstory.
Right.
It's too long.
Especially
and too
because like
often.
anybody that's watching the pay-per-view, in all honesty, there is like 0.01% of the people that are watching that pay-per-view that don't know anything about wrestling. Everybody else is in some way attuned to what's happening, whether it be through social media, whether it be through watching the product or word of mouth. You're really like going, when you show everything before a match, who are you catering to? Because the people watching it already know to some extent. Like we watch pay-per-views, right? I haven't watched any of the fucking week-to-week product, but through social media and through being a fucking human being, I've concluded certain things about certain pay-per-views and certain matches. I don't need to see a monstrous recap.
Agreed.
It's like who's it for?
It's for those that.
It's for somebody that's not watching. Is who it's for.
Oh, you're talking about those vignettes, yeah.
No,
I
like
bet
the pay-per-view vignettes when they go wild and show everything. It's like there's nobody just like randomly tuning into a pay-per-view that you're gonna capture with showing a 20-minute vignette. The audience doesn't exist.
You do have some of those people that do have Peacock, and then they're like, "What's this WWE thing?"
Yeah, but honestly, they're not gonna just randomly watch It's such a small percentage of any potential audience that it doesn't make sense.
Well,
like-
what I mean is I think that's where they right now are at. That's what they're using Peacock for. It's to pick up those people, oh, I didn't realize WWE is on here. Let me watch this. You know, the scrippers and the scrapers, people that actually quit watching wrestling.
Yeah, but like, okay, so even if you at one point in time had an interest in wrestling, and you're willing to watch modern day wrestling, you have to have some form of wrestling information for modern day before you watch the pay-per-view. Nobody, like honestly, I feel like the percentage is like 0.001 is going into a WWE pay-per-view completely blind about everything happening in wrestling.
That's why they have a lot of those hype packages beforehand. Oh,
But like my point is, the hype packages are too long because the actual audience that's watching know something. They don't know everything, and you don't need to show everything. They don't need to be 20 minutes long, fucking hyping a match up for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It needs to be like fucking
the hype
2 to
up,
3 minutes long.
Yeah, I can agree with that. You don't need the 20 minutes to build up.
They
the
try to
match.
recap like 4 months of fucking interactions. It's like, if you're watching the show, you know something at least about what's happening.
The only one right now that I could see them having a 20-minute segment is this fucking Bloodline story. And trying to build that. and
Yeah,
then-
but like the people watching know, or at least to an extent know something.
No, I
You
agree.
don't need this like monstrous fucking. It just bloats the runtime of an event that doesn't need to be that long.
Oh no, the bloating of the run, I get it. But the people
Oh
watching,
shit!
wow,
Chains.
the people watching at home, I think, you know, just the culmination of everything.
And, like okay, so what I'm frustrated about with wrestling is where like they during the pay-per-view, the premium live events, they tried to like cater to bringing in an audience instead of like
You're right.
fulfilling an audience's like needs and catering to the people that are already there. The weekly shows and the Twitter and the YouTube, that's for bringing in new people. The pay-per-view is the payoff. You don't need to fucking cater to the new audience at the pay-per-view.
No, you don't.
No,
And like I said, like I was saying, they're too long, and it's a 20-minute vignette every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So like, I think Triple H has recently done a pretty good job of booking them. Like the one pay-per-view before the Crown Jewel was only like a 2-hour and 30-minute pay-per-view. They had 5 fucking matches, and that was it. But they were matches that
Ran for 30 minutes or more.
no, that like the longest match was 20 minutes. But they were all.
I just
decent
feel
match-
like when you add the fat of a pay-per-view, the things that are there to either sell the product, sell the merch, include people that aren't paying attention, that type of stuff takes up a large portion of a pay-per-view, and it can be trimmed back, to be
So
honest.
WWE stuck in this, and I get what you're saying, and I totally agree with you. The having like this 4-month-old story, I don't need 20 minutes of it. 5 minutes, maybe even less than that. I
I
would.
think 3 to 5 minutes to recap a fucking
And
storyline.
I'm cool with
Basement,
that.
sorry, real quick. Do you want this match to be Extreme Rules, the main event?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Bitchin'. All right, I'm almost ready with basements. I do want to check one thing, though. I want to check that Andre the
I
Giant.
do want to go PP real quick and
Fine, go pee real quick.
come back with.
But they could solve that problem by bringing back either Saturday night main event or bringing back Sunday Heat.
By the way, completely wrong. JP was correct. He does have.
Yeah, he does. He
He
does.
does. All right. I
As
think
soon as he
JP
said that, like,
The
Battle
Battle
Royale
Royale,
or
yeah.
whatever, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my
I
god.
just fucking used him though. All right.
Well, use him once.
And we're getting ready
Well,
for some.
It's been booking. Trek has been booking.
Oh yeah. Good job, Chuck. EC Dub time.
Miss you, Dub.
EC Dub. All right, so we're watching what, the first and the last match?
We are.
We are. All right, let's start this one.
So we've already announced our competitors in the War Games match. It's going to be Drew McIntyre on the face side. It's going to be Rhino on the heel side. They won their place in those matches.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Kevin Owens with the Gift of the Gods, and we know he's going to be challenging Brock Lesnar. So let's see.
In the future.
I don't know. Is this what they chose? Just them fighting
Yep.
each other?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Well,
Oh no, there's something that's gonna happen.
no,
Maybe we'll see.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hey, last time
in this
Kevin Owens
match.
kicked him in the dick.
Yeah, he did. He lost, and then he kicked him in the dick.
Bold move there, Mr. Owens. Bold move.
It's Bork Lazar.
Basement, are you gonna have any other special match at Survivor Series?
So I will have a match.
TBD.
I will not tell you now.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna put ECW match on there. I know Rayshawn confirmed he will not be having an extra match at Survivor Series. Heather, did you say you are doing one as well, or?
Yes, it'll be my one match.
Champion contest is scheduled for
Or it could be something else.
making his way to the
I'll
ring.
just put New Japan Pro Wrestling match as well.
Anything.
All right. Match. Okay. So right now, as it stands, man, this is gonna be fucking crazy. Representing ECW, we have, as you see, Bork Laser. He'll be in the Fatal 5-Way against Solo Sikoa, Bruno, provided Bruno keeps the NWA World Title, Okada, and JBL.
Is world champion?
Yeah, Solo Sikoa is the TNA World Champion. He won the belt last week
Oh
in
my.
that Fatal 4-Way, because apparently we're all in the Fatal 4-Way kick the last 4 fucking weeks. The ECW Tag Team Champions, RVD and Sabu, will be facing the NWA Tag Team Champions, the Outsiders, and the Briscoes in a triple threat match. Triple threat for the women's division. So right now, Becky Lynch from Japan, Bailey from ECW, and Rhea Ripley. That'll be interesting. Cedric Alexander, Montez Ford, the ECW TV champion, Big E, the King of the Mountain champion, and Ridge Holland. And then, as it stands right now, Eddie Guerrero, Carmelo Hayes, the X Division champion. There's the Gift of the Gods champion, Kevin Owens, and Harley Race. That's a weird Fatal 4-Way.
That is a very weird thing.
That's a weird one. Harley Race, Kevin Owens, Carmelo Hayes, and Eddie Guerrero. It's fucking crazy.
Amazing.
By the way, since I have you all here, we might as well throw this out there now. For the championship matches of champions versus champions, yay or nay, elimination.
I prefer elimination.
I do too. It'll be less breakups.
Yes.
Or we could do.
Every single yes. This is
Yeah.
Survivor. That's what Survivor Series is all
It makes
about.
more sense.
About
It makes more
elimination.
sense. The
All right.
elimination. Yeah.
So all the champion matches will be elimination. I'm pretty sure I can do triple threat elimination as a custom. So let me play around with that. But yeah, I can make those
Yeah.
elimination.
You 100% can.
Holy shit. And then the War Games, we're going to get the final 2 participants. In fact, Rayshawn only has 2 matches for his entire card tonight. And
Well.
they'll determine who his final 2 participants in the War Games matches are. Here we go. It's
Yeah.
Bork Laser and Owens.
So did he cut his show to an hour.
Probably.
These two have been butting heads with the inevitable of them facing off.
Buddy Hank.
Kevin Owens came up a loser, but then kicked him in the dick and left. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
I bet he kicked him in the dick and leaves again.
If he does that again, I mean, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Kicks me in the dick.
Man, I can't believe every single one of them kicked you in the dick.
Coming.
Feeling good
Feel
over
it
there,
coming.
I'm doing good, yeah.
Heather?
You can take me
So
high.
tomorrow we're doing
JP's
Veteran,
regaling
veteran.
his tails. His tails.
in the crypt. Oh, teabag, roll up.
It's veteran. Is a veteran tomorrow.
Come and hung with us.
No. Come and hanged with us.
This is the this is the goblin shit all over again. There we go.
We have Wendy is awake.
Uh,
It's okay. It's okay because I used to do the same thing.
Fuck you.
Wake up in the night.
I'm in the middle of the night, then I'd be awake. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, crossface.
Especially when I was her age, because I wanted to
Cross-facial.
be. Oh my god!
Bork Laser.
So I was watching a video today.
Mhm.
Well, Heather and I were listening to music today.
God.
Just listening, watching videos, listening to music.
The old guy
and,
wasn't to you. It was Brock tossing Kevin Owens like a beanbag chair. Here's so
And Godsmack had that video where they did with the MMA fighters.
bad.
Heather knows what I'm talking about, but yeah,
I feel like Godsmack should be like the anthem for that new like league where people just slap each other in the face.
I think they might be.
For you, I'm awake. Smack.
I fucking love that band. So
Yeah,
fucking
they're
much.
good. I was just talking to somebody the other day about like my Spotify playlist of like songs is fucking weird as fuck. because literally,
I
if
think
I put-
everybody's kind of gets there. Like,
Whoa.
well, maybe not everybody's, but I'm like not like beholden to a certain type of music.
I mean, I'll have System of a Down and Disturbed playing on shuffle while I'm driving to the car to work, and then all of a sudden you'll get the Power Rangers and Pokemon theme song, and then cut in with Eminem and then Miley Cyrus partying in the USA. So it's a fun little ride to work.
Well, Heather and I were talking today, and we were talking about, we start listening to music, and you just. So when I look at hard rock, I look at.
Oh shit!
Oh wow! Okay, well that was.
That's different. Jockeying for advantage.
Oh, Brock's bailing.
Oh shit!
Is Brock leaving?
Yeah, he's done. Or is he?
Dick.
Oh god! Beat his fucking ass. Okay, well,
Sure.
why not?
Anyway, music.
I like how they mixed it up a bit. That was
Yeah.
interesting. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm down for it.
We were talking about music, and I said Metallica was the standard bearer for heavy metal for years. Still are, right? But they've become more of a hard rock, classic hard rock band. But I was talking to Heather and what's their name?
Linkin Park?
Linkin Park came on.
Yeah.
And Metallica said this. They said they are the future of what heavy metal will be.
I
Linkin
1000%
Park
agree with
is
that.
100% for me, not heavy metal.
No,
Well,
I-
it's not. No,
yeah.
so, and I hear you, and I agree with you because I said this to
Rap and
Heather.
rock. I don't know what they are.
I think they are. They're what and Metallica said it
Like, okay,
themselves.
so I feel like the future of music is not to be like generalized into certain like grouping.
No, they didn't say all music. They just said just heavy metal.
Just
music.
heavy metal music.
No,
Hard
but I feel
rock,
like
I could agree with that, but heavy metal. is a
I
little
feel
more-
like the best, for me at least, the best music is the music that doesn't fit like a category where you have like aspects of hard rock, rap. Like that for me kind of works where it's like you can't really like classify the music type. I'm more that's my
Which
preference.
Linkin Park falls in that category for me.
Yeah.
So Linkin
There's a bunch
Park,
of
you
bands
can
that do.
put them. They've had some hits.
We're not.
They-
No, we're not-
They've
we're
had
not-
immense amounts of hits.
They
yeah,
have.
we're not arguing their success. What we're saying is that the
Well, I'm
categorization of them
agreeing
is
with
tricky.
you. So they're essentially like, who was it? Billy Ray Cyrus did a crossover.
Oh, stunner.
He did a crossover song. He,
Yeah.
No,
Like the level of interest is very different
breaking heart. Sorry, what?
between Billy Ray Cyrus and Linkin
shit.
Park. Oh my god, he beat the fucking champ! Kevin Owens beat the champ.
It's now 1-1.
1-1.
Here is your winner.
Will anything happen?
I don't know, we'll see.
well, I mean, he did say they're 1-1. I mean, goddamn. I
It
hope
needs to be a
something-
rubber match.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be masturbations galore. That's what you-
Yeah, it's the next match.
You know, that's how I settle my arguments.
Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar in a masturbations galore match.
The beat me to feet match. Beat me to defeat, repeat.
So I was literally, and I want to talk about this Sunday. I was
Hold on,
literally
hold on.
watching. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You just like as soon as I said beat, defeat, repeat, you're like, I wanted to talk about this Sunday. Like, what?
So I was the NBA. Have you seen the NBA, the NWA? Have you seen their roster lately?
Yeah.
Which NWA we're talking
Oh
about?
my God, they all look like they're wearing fucking makeup and
Yeah, it's bad, man.
I
It's
think
bad. Wrestling
it's-
one basement.
it's
Wow.
definitely not something that I would
No.
watch.
Well, the
Uh,
NWA like tried their hand at like old school, and it in honesty, if COVID didn't exist, I think they could have had something there.
They
That-
did have something.
that and Logano was a
And-
huge blow.
and they imploded and killed themselves.
Yeah. Banks and Liv Morgan simulating
Yeah, this again is a #1 contender for the women's
to
championship.
see who Bailey beats next.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, I'm going with Sasha on this one.
Same.
You only live once.
I'm gonna go with
Oh.
Olivia
Of
Morgan.
course, yes, of course.
And
I'm
then,
gonna go with Sasha Banks.
what happens here?
Okay, so
I think what's gonna happen in this match, if you want me to be literal, Walter is gonna slap him so his face goes straight.
so
I'm gonna go
So
with Walter.
the storyline, I'm going to tell it to you. But in this match, Gunther is feeling disrespected. He used to be the champion. He used to be everything in ECW, and he's fallen from grace. So he was backstage walking around, and he saw this guy looking like he does, and he decided to beat the shit out of him.
Hold on. I have to simulate this, so there's a chance Spike could win.
Yep. He
Please,
attacked
please,
him.
please.
He attacked him.
Ah, I was hoping Spike
Gunther
was
beat
gonna
the shit out of him.
I was hoping.
So I will add a little bit of like fucking kayfabe storyline here. Gunther beat the shit out of Spike backstage. He beat him, and he beat him bad. So for my extra match
Oh, okay.
at the pay-per-view,
Oh my
we will have Gunther teaming with his team
Oh, I see where this is
Imperium
going. Yep.
to fight the Dudley Boys and Spike Dudley in the 3-versus-3 fuck match.
Spike is gonna die.
Is it a 3 versus 3? It's not a triple.
6-man
It's a
tag.
3-versus-3 in a tornado
I don't know why
tag
the fuck the
or
entrance is
whatever.
skipping this one, but okay, let's do this.
All right. Okay. So these two guys will be facing at the pay-per-view on different sides of each team.
Yep.
I guess is how I'm gonna say it.
You get it right.
Eh,
They'll be on opposite ends of each other at War Games.
Rhino versus McIntyre.
There's
What
actually
do you guys got?
on paper this sounds like really fun. I actually want to go for Rhino.
Yes. Let's go, Man Beast.
Take the stairs.
Man Beast. Honey, this guy loves stairs every fucking match.
Well, this is Extreme Rules.
I know, but every match.
and everyone at your fucking roster.
It is ECW.
Yep.
Yell him.
I'm waiting for them to add the gift wrap stop sign into this.
Once the stairs got melding into the side, I think we'll hopefully see how that goes.
As soon as you go for the stairs, you made a bad decision.
So,
Somebody gave Tommy Dreamer a gift in one of the ECW shows, and it turned out to be a gift wrap stop sign.
Oh, I
Well, if you
remember
didn't
that,
know
yeah.
all that, I remember that. And you're sitting there looking at it, Tommy Dreamer's go, thanks for the gift. You know what the fuck it is? It's a stop sign. Just open it up and hit the fucking guy with it. I mean, that's how I felt about ECW at the time.
what, gift wrap
I
stop
did
sign?
it. It was pretty stick. So, if you ever, and I'm sure most of you have watched the ECW, like, stories, they literally became, like, if you brought, like, a fucking keyboard,
Yeah,
they
fans
would-
bring weapons matches.
Yeah.
But they made it a thing, and it wasn't just, it was every match like that was bring your,
Favorite wrestler a weapon.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
They were
I think-
very much like an inclusive fan base
Yeah.
to the point like that. Like, this is why I think ECW on like a large scale would never work.
No. I thought that was in
because-
advance.
Yeah, he kind of did. Because like in the end, you have to have that like inclusivity where everything feels smaller but feels better.
Right.
Well, if you go back and watch the Rise and Fall of ECW DVD, which is still holds up, it's still a phenomenal, one of the best DVDs. In fact, that was the DVDs that year in 2004. ECW Rise and Fall of ECW was the #1 selling WWE DVD they produced. It outdid WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and it's very well done. But in there, Vince is very candid. He's like, especially when they became national, he's like, "Hey Paul," he goes, "I remember calling up Paul and congratulating him, but I warned him." He goes, "You have to now change and
Yeah.
appeal to a broader scale, and et cetera, and so
I mean,
forth." Which
We talked a lot about this last night about ECW and how they would work and Paul Heyman and shit like that. But I will say that like
no,
what you're seeing and why ECW would fail is what you're kind of seeing with AEW
Yeah.
and what Tony Khan's trying to do, where it's like
Yep.
You can't go extreme all the time. You just can't.
Exactly.
Agreed. Which is funny though. In my personal opinion, if ECW survived past 2001, it would have thrived in that pre-internet YouTube
No.
age for a while. I'm not saying it wouldn't.
The
go all
reason
way.
I don't think it would thrive, and it's pretty much what I said the other day, is it had to change its identity.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Just don't even defend yourself. I'm sorry. Go ahead, basement. I'm wrapping it.
Well,
I'm talking
Heyman-
about real wrestling, you cunt.
Heyman did say that. In all honesty,
Oh God, right on the bat.
Justice. He did say, he goes, in all honesty, if ECW
More to me.
if ECW continued past 2001, it would have more likely than not morphed into what Ring of Honor became.
But the problem with ECW is it would hurt the brand so bad to change from its extreme rules. Like, of all fucking brands, if it went away from the super extreme, it would have destroyed it. Because look how rabid that fan base was.
Yeah.
And that fan base is not going to be accepting of any change.
Well, okay, so
I can tell you that
here's
right
the-
now.
Here's the thing about that.
shit.
ECW was one of the first brands to actually introduce the luchadors and the cruiserweight style wrestling.
I understand that. And it was
At first, the ECW crowd
Paul
was
Heyman-
upset with it.
But Paul Heyman and I can argue Eric Bischoff at the
But
beginning.
it's like Jerry
did it right.
Springer going
Heyman was
PG.
the first.
No one's gonna accept it.
Heyman was the first before Bischoff.
I'm telling you,
And I
ECW
agree
was
with you.
doomed to fail.
Heyman and then Bischoff.
Right. Go ahead, Heather, sorry.
No.
Who said me? And the
He said
fans at
me.
first didn't agree with it, but once they saw what the people could actually do, they warmed up to it.
So
Yes, but it still existed within the era of what ACW
I
was.
love we're talking about this, and Rhino's just casually beating the shit out of McIntyre with a bat.
I do feel like when I look at ECW, if they had to change like mantra, it would be like I said, Jerry Springer going PG. It doesn't
No, so
necessarily work.
so I don't think so. If Heyman, if they went the way that Heyman described, I agree with you on that one, Basement. But what I stand by is that the problem that ECW, one of the major problems that ECW had and why it folded was a variety of reasons, but a big one was distribution. They tried to get a national TV deal and they failed. If they
Well, they
yeah,
got-
because
they-
of like
they
the
did get
rating of
that.
their product.
right,
But they
what-
did. But they did get that TV deal, and that's when Vince said, "You need to change now."
which is what. Yeah, I
But
said
the
at
problem,
beginning of
the
this,
problem
yes,
with
but-
ECW is the same problem that Lucha Underground experienced.
Yes.
The only people that would give them a fucking deal is something that nobody would watch.
But what I'm saying is if they stuck around long enough to get to the YouTube boom where video accessibility and online digital performance was a thing, I maybe thrive's not the right word, but they would have definitely hung out a little bit longer. I'm not saying they would have lasted all the way through because I think there's a
I
shelf
feel
life
like
for
they
that.
just
I agree with
they,
that.
they'd act like everybody's gonna like everybody that experienced ECW or like is into wrestling now that can look back at ECW is gonna think of it in a certain. It's gonna be thought of better than if it existed longer. In all honesty, because it would have to
True.
have sacrificed its identity
Because really,
to be
ECW
something.
ECW only existed, shock of all shocks, 7 years.
Yeah, and I mean,
Wait,
it was
excuse
like
me,
the jackass, the fucking grunge, the hardcore era. That when you take that away from ECW, they didn't have anything else in my mind that was good enough to elevate that company. Outside of that,
I was gonna say
to be
there's a plethora of
long
other
term.
reasons. Yeah, and I agree. There's a plethora of other reasons why ECW folded. But I'm just saying, as far as a distribution only, as far as getting like eyeballs on the product in terms of production and whatnot, if they stuck around long enough when the YouTube era hit, they could have. That would have been one thing they could have. I wouldn't say like nixed, but they would have That would help them keep going for a while longer.
I agree that they could have gone for longer, especially with like the advent of like the shareability online.
Yeah.
And
Jesus
it
Christ.
would have helped distribution if they could be on
Knocked the
YouTube.
stairs out of
But the time frame is too far apart.
4 more years, yeah.
Yeah,
Plus-
it's too far
Plus,
apart.
they had talent rotating through. Heyman was horrible in terms of a businessman, and money was just fucking all over the fucking place. So yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have worked. But yeah, 7-year run when the company was only around 7 years. Fucking TNA's been around for what? We're going on 21.
Which is crazy, but like like ECW was like built upon a very specific style of wrestling.
Yeah.
That would have to change.
Lightning in a bottle, baby.
Yeah, I'm glad it existed when it existed, and I enjoyed it when it existed. Though I honestly feel like it's one of those things where I will like, but I'm not necessarily going to be like, you need to watch this.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Fucking McIntyre comes up with a bat. Rhino
It's
does
called
a fake
ECW.
punch and- yeah, it is. Yep. They're hearing you, boss. Take the stairs. Oh.
I kind of disagree with that because if you see,
Of course you do.
well, listen, if you see how rabid the fans are for there to be blood and for there to be tables and fucking any kind of weapon that the wrestlers can get their hands on, between WWE and AEW fans that are out there now, I think ECW on YouTube would have been Markiplier levels of subscriptions and views.
The only kicker to that, and I agree to an extent, but the only kicker to that is that they would have had to stay around for 4 more years. YouTube didn't come on until 2005, and even then, YouTube the first like 2 years was not as big as it was. But I still think the online shareability of things could have helped carry things a little bit more. But the rabidness...
But also, how long until they get hit with like the same shit that WWE got hit with treating your talent a certain way and having all these health checks? AEW is going through a transformation right now for doing that shit.
I would say 08, 09, maybe 2010 at the absolute latest is how long I think it would last. To be very clear.
It would basically...
I think it could have gone to at least 2012, 2013.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it's going to lose its identity and it's going to kill it. And it would become TNA or ROH. It become the same.
Because it's the reason why you do. I mean, AEW is really the biggest platform that does that type of stuff right now, right?
Right.
And so no other, not even like anything like CZ, although CZW's still around, but I don't think they do as crazy shit as they
Yeah,
used to
but you look at the fan base and it's minuscule.
It's niche, yeah. No,
Yeah.
But my point is that you don't see now, and even like after 2010, you didn't see, except for CZW, you didn't see a lot of independent promotions, even like one level down from a TNA or Ring of Honor, that were doing those type of crazy, insane shit where like, you know, tossing people in New Jack level kind of fucking crazy stuff. So it would have, it has its shelf life as far as the way it was presented overall.
I honestly feel like there's a lot of rose-colored glasses with the ECW. I enjoyed it a lot.
With a lot of things.
Yeah, but ECW. I mean, you look at like Sandman and fucking Tommy Dreamer, and these guys were terrible.
They were terrible wrestlers,
Yeah,
Terrible.
but character-wise,
they were
Sandman was
terrible.
fucking
It, like the biggest the thing,
Ruins.
and Drew fucking pins his ass after a hard-fought victory. It is 4.5 stars.
brutal match.
You know who was my favorite champion from ECW though?
Sandman.
Fucking Rhino.
I love Rhino. I love Rhino. I love Jerry Lynn, RVD, Sabu, and was it Chris Candido?
Man.
No.
Heel Dudleys in
Candido.
ECW were fucking
Dudleys were
something
great.
Yeah.
else. Well, no.
They had a
heel,
small roster,
Heel Dudleys.
but they were Mike Awesome.
Raven.
Mike Awesome, and what the fuck was the
Nick
Asian guy you almost
Wolfpack.
fought?
Masato Tanaka.
Yeah. Oh my God, those matches good.
Fucking chair shots to the head. All right, let me get
Rhino was their best champion though. That motherfucker, when he first came out, he was a fucking beast.
I wish
man.
he showed
Yeah, he
up like
was
2
a
years
monster.
before he did.
He They treated him as such. Like he did the Goldberg shit, but he did it better.
Oh, but he could wrestle.
Yeah.
And honestly, like the fact that their roster was smaller sized, and he's not a huge guy, but he had like that like
He was super
more
jacked.
strength person. He was just a big person.
Yeah.
He's still wrestling.
Who? Rhino?
Rhino was
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite wrestler from ECW. Right behind him is RVD. I love Jerry Lynn. I liked most of the roster, but there's obviously some that.
All right. And on that note, we have Rayshawn's 2 matches for tonight. Hopefully this will be a quicker evening.
I don't know what's wrong with this boy.
Well, here we go. TNA time. So basically, Rayshawn doesn't have too much going on until we get to War Games. So basically, these 2 matches, from what he told me, are going to be for spots in the War Games match itself. So we got Johnny Gargano taking on LA Knight who will be joining the babyface team. And then Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns to see who will be joining the heel team for War Games. So on that note, let's get this bad boy started.
Go LA Knight.
What were we just talking about?
ECW and
ECW roster and who our favorite wrestlers were on it.
Oh
Where am
yeah,
I?
I was gonna look up Rhino.
heel Dudleys were fucking on a whole nother level as far as antagonizing a crowd.
They
Jesus
actually,
Christ.
they actually got me into ECW when I was.
I did like Raven too. Raven was a big one of mine.
I did see Raven. Not for me.
No.
But I love when Rhino pile drive fucking Francesca through a table on the outside,
Francine.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But what about Kimono Wanalea?
Yes, I mean he was interesting.
That was a female. But all right.
I thought you were just making a joke.
No, I'm dead serious. There was a female valet in ECW, an Asian woman named Kimono Wanalea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she had an affair with Beulah McGillicuddy.
Yep, they did the first
And
lesbian
then
angle in
Tommy
wrestling.
Dreamer. It actually happened at a pay-per-view, if I remember.
Yes.
By the way, speaking of the whole fans bring the weapons shit, favorite one was actually I think it was had to do with the whole Beulah kimono shit, and fan brought a blueberry pie and he fucking pile drove Raven on top of it. Took a bite out of the pie and just fucking pile drove him and then did the fucking Raven pose. I'm like, sure. Fuck it.
It's honestly like the interaction with the fan base that AEW yearns for that they'll never get because you can't.
Can't have you
Not
cooking
at
in
not
too,
at
man.
a scale like WWE.
Well, you just can't have like the audience be part of the production when there's so many like laws around what like you bring into a fucking stadium and what you can.
Yeah.
Just not gonna happen.
Well, this is also pre all those fucking security checks.
On the night,
On the night. That was a laugh.
So they're still extending the feud with him and Roman Reigns, I think.
I
Because
mean,
they had him take
I feel
on
like they're gonna end up okay.
Uso.
If it might be different now because Triple H and all that shit that people want to say, but I feel like in the past it was always like you build up this guy, and then you do something with him, and then you disappoint.
oh, I forgot to bring this up, but I found this. It is, for lack of a better term, an online fan theory. So it's not like a rumor or anything. Like there's no credibility whatsoever to this. However,
He's fantasy booking. He's trying to tell his story. But go ahead. I get it.
However, well, it's not even booking. It's more but yeah, well, it kind of sort of is. But it was an interesting thought process. So again, not saying that this is in any way, shape, or form. There's no validity to this whatsoever. But someone posted this and it just made me think. It said, WWE is planning to make the match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes as an I Quit match at WrestleMania 40. This is to be Roman's last match for WWE and his final match, and will give a bright light to Cody Rhodes to become the new face of the company. There are also rumors that Roman's body is also not strong enough to wrestle because the scars of the cancer are still there and could also be the main reason why he is often a
What?
part-timer now.
I think that could be it. That could be it.
I think that is 100% horseshit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The scars
I mean, it'd be a
of
great
the
story.
cancer?
Yeah, he has leukemia.
Yeah, leukemia.
Yeah, but the scar. I had leukemia. The scars of the cancer? What?
Well, maybe it's just a turn of phrase, not maybe like actually physical scars. But the point is that his body's not what it was, and he's still.
That's horseshit.
All right then.
Is what I'm gonna say. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I'd buy
I
it.
mean,
Want to know how he got
that
these
he's
scars.
retiring at what, 36, 38, whatever he is?
He's 38.
I don't think so. I think
I
him
think he is.
stepping away is fine.
Well, he's doing.
But you don't go from basically a full-time worker to not working at all.
Well, he's part-time now. He's not full-time. So he's
Yeah, but he's
transitioning.
part-time because of the fucking status of the belt.
Yes.
Mm,
But you know, they're using that for the story. He's part-time
So
because
just someone tell me how leukemia is leaving scars upon his
I
body.
don't think that's what it is.
No,
I think
I definitely.
I think they're just saying the remnants of the illness that he had.
That's absolute horseshit.
I'm literally.
I
Googling
think I
leukemia
get what
scars
he's
right now.
saying.
It's not gonna happen. It's a blood cancer.
That is true.
So what scars is that making him have?
I don't think what he meant by scars is.
Like I said, I think it's the remnants of the leukemia that's dragging down his energy.
Leukemia cutis. Oh, excuse me. Shit. Leukemia cutis
Well,
occurs.
he's got like a different type of leukemia where
Yeah.
it's like constant and forever.
When
But it's basically just kept at bay for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you were saying, Connor.
Leukemia cutis occurs when leukemia cells affect the skin, forming clusters within the layers of tissue. When this happens, visible patches of lesions appear, but it is a rare symptom of leukemia occurring only in 3% of people with the disease.
So what type of leukemia does he have?
I'm literally.
They've never said.
He's had the one. He's had it twice now.
Yeah, no, he has it forever.
Right.
just
So he has
flares
that
up
one.
Chronic myeloid. I hope I'm saying this right.
Yeah,
Myeloid. CML.
probably.
CML.
He
Chronic
basically has cancer for life, but it's kept at bay. It's just like the study
Okay,
doesn't,
so-
or
so
whatever
let-
the person's
okay,
name is.
Right.
Let's say the scars thing is okay, a total horseshit. Maybe it's just in general, like general fatigue or whatever, like some sort of side effect from the leukemia.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, even though it might exist, I don't necessarily see him retiring now because of it. I see him stepping away, which is fine, and I see him being a part-timer, which is 100% true.
I don't
drops
think
the
he's.
belt.
I mean, I still think he'll be with WWE, but I don't think he's going to be doing very much wrestling. He's going to be doing what the Undertaker did.
He'll transition to a part-timer, which is exactly where his career is now,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
and where it should be.
The Knight's in trouble. I think he's about to tap.
But I don't think him not being
It is.
there is because of the belt.
All right, Gargano.
Well, I feel like they okay. So they wanted to introduce a new belt because they wanted him to take a step back. Whether it's health related or not, I don't know. We can all speculate. But the fact of the matter is, do you want a guy that's defeated everybody, that is fucking unstoppable, that's held the belt for forever? Do you want him to be featured every night? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No.
Even if he's like health compromised, it doesn't make any sense for him to be there all the time.
No, and I agree with you.
So I think it's more the latter, where it's like we're gonna hold him off until he loses the belt, and then he's gonna have his time off, and he's gonna beat John Cena.
Yeah, that's what I see him as.
Speaking of,
That was a 2-minute match.
You can see the
was.
basically you can see the scars on the picture.
Yeah, look at him.
So Johnny Gargano wins, and he's going to be joining the babyface team for War Games. So the faces will be Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss, the Big Boss Man, and Johnny Gargano. What
The
a
fuck is this match for?
the heel
So what-
spot.
Oh my god, you're a terrible listener.
I am. I'm so sorry.
So the winner of this match will join Rhino, AJ Styles, Damian Priest, and Roddy Piper on the heel team for War Games. fuck, man. That's a win-win no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah.
I hope it's cancer, man.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least he had it, so you know what? We can't get in trouble.
Hey, you know what?
I don't know.
you.
Roman is in a good place right now. He doesn't need to be on the show.
But they're utilizing him the way they should. Cancer
Yeah.
or not. This is the way I would utilize this guy, regardless.
Oh, double.
Which is why when they like try to link it to like, oh, the cancer is stopping him from doing things. I don't
I don't
think
know
that
if
at
that's
all.
the case. No.
I'm gonna say 100% no.
If it's not, which fine, it is what it is. But if it's not, then fucking Roman's smart for negotiating these part-time deals then, and then still being on fucking top.
Yeah,
of it.
Well, it's kind of like the natural progression for his character and himself. He's become the new age Brock Lesnar. You
Yep.
keep him off TV as much as you
Oh, God.
can, so that it's special.
Plus, on top of that, you're right in terms of the idea of like he's beaten pretty much most of the roster. So
Yeah, what are you gonna do with them creatively?
Unless you pull somebody from NXT or several people from NXT, that's the only solution.
This is why they created the other title. That's the
Yeah.
working title. This is like the prestige title that he holds.
Prestige
Well,
Worldwide.
this title has the whole lineage, so.
No, like what they're doing makes 100% sense to me, and I don't care. Like everybody that like bitched and complained about Brock Lesnar, oh, he has the title, he never defends it. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Yes, you want your world champion to be a spectacle and an attraction.
Fucking JP can attest to this. Bruno never really did. Like Bruno was champion for what, 4 years in this first run, or close to it. Well, no, 7 cumulatively, but he was like 4 and 3, I think. But in any case, his first world title run was so lengthy, or one of the reasons it was so lengthy is because he never defended the title every single show. He would defend it, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around the rounds of like 3 to 4 times a year.
Something like that, yeah.
They have to be like a special, like your special talent, your fucking selling piece. You hold off. It doesn't make sense for him to be on every Raw or SmackDown. They did that for a long time, and it fucking deflated the worth.
Yep, agreed. But I think people were bitching and moaning about Brock because, let's face it, they were spoiled. And
Yeah.
we were used to the idea of having the championship all the time. But what WWE wisely in the long term, okay, that was a no-sell. Oh shit, scars. Did was they brought prestige and value back to the championship because it was a spectacle, like you said. It was a bigger deal. It's like, oh shit, the champ is here, and
Well, I mean, this is what they're doing now. They're making a working man's championship, which is going to be super important, and then they're going to have the spectacle championship, which is what Roman Reigns holds. I mean, the person that's going to defeat him will get a huge fucking boost, but it should, and I think it always should be treated as something that gets defended every couple months or every fucking major pay-per-view. It shouldn't be featured all the time.
which is actually the benefit of the PLEs featuring the world title, right? So like,
Yeah.
it benefits because you can still do you can even do like #1 contenders matches and again build up the importance of like, hey.
Well, they basically what I thought the IC championship would be, they created another title to like fill that gap, where it's the stepping stone to be the next guy to face Roman or whoever holds the title at that point in time.
Right now, okay.
I wish this is what makes UFC so much better. They don't make one person the face of their company.
Yeah, but it's real fighting.
Yeah.
But I mean, my
Because
point
you don't
is,
get to
is
choose who's the face.
WWE has done and they've done a really good job, or apparently because they're making billions, of doing what they did with Roman. You know, being the only featured guy, like they label somebody as their next whatever.
It's pretty much no different from what they did in the past when they highlighted Hulk Hogan or Andre the Giant. It was like you'll see them, but only when we decide you see them. You don't see them all the time.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That was a close one.
Braun Strowman. Yeah, that's why UFC's they can't afford to build it around one person.
Yeah, they
because
can't do it. I mean, they can
can't
hype
predict
up
it.
everybody. The best thing that UFC can do is they can hype up everybody that's in like that main event picture as being the next guy, and then whoever wins it is how it works.
I will say, and I know he dabbled on this before and no bucks given, but the one thing I am legitimately curious about is when there is crossover with UFC and WWE. I don't think it's going to be much, and it's not going to be anything right away.
You kind of seen it before Crown Jewel. If you watch,
it happened before anyway.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see probably the most you're going to see is you're going to see a few weigh-in. Like you might have.
Well, what I mean, I mean.
Well, what you'll see is what happened with Logan Paul, I think, in boxing, where he called out Rey Mysterio. That's the type of bullshit that you'll see eventually. And when I say eventually, I mean like 10 years from now or 5 years from now.
And I did see Kurt Angle made him mention this, and his prediction was, he goes, I see more guys going from UFC to WWE than the other way around.
Yeah.
100%.
1000%.
Because one is like, I'm gonna be a UFC fighter for 5 years, and then what do I do with my life? If you have the charisma and the know-how, you can transition, and you have the avenue to do so.
Yep.
And that's where I can see like a guy that's at the end of his MMA career.
So
being,
I will say this: this is why Brock Lesnar is a special case. Why he is so. He went from WWE to UFC.
Well, he went from wrestling to WWE.
Yes, but
UFC.
not the kind of wrestling that he did in WWE.
No, I know, but it's like a transferable fucking skill to MMA.
Yes, if you know how to wrestle, yes, you should.
I also feel like Brock Lesnar is just a fucking freak of nature. Let's just be real.
Speaking of which,
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Brock Lesnar would go toe to toe with swinging at people, like fist fighting, more than he would doing the arm bars and all that other shit.
Brock Lesnar is he's a fighter, but he's a wrestler more than he's anything else.
No, and I get that, and that is what he did because his finishing move was the Kimura lock.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on, the guy's a beast. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
like it's a freaking nature type deal, where you're gonna go high school and like college wrestling, and then gonna go WWE, and then you're gonna go to, look at fucking CM Spunk.
Yeah.
He turned into a lesbian and got his ass beat.
Yes.
Speaking of ass beating, fucking Roman's not looking too hot right now.
Nope.
No.
I mean, this is sitting at
Who
the
do you
ends.
think, like, out of wrestlers, like, I think CM Punk might have, like, the biggest fall from grace.
Oh,
of
God,
any
yeah.
wrestler.
1,000. Well, actually, nope. I'm gonna take the high road because there's a lot of bad dark jokes I can make. You know, fuck it.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, outside of, like,
Benoit.
outside of, like, abuse and, not physical abuse, but, like, alcohol, fucking drugs, shit like that. And Benoit, we don't know. The guy was fucking a 10-year-old, apparently, or whatever.
Hold on, Roman wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping Strowman was gonna win that one.
The whole WWE thing is the UFC guys going on for feuds. Well, of course, like the one I remember, King Velasquez wrestling Brock on that one WWE show, and that was in Saudi Arabia.
What I feel like you're gonna see is a lot of the fucking bullshit that we kind of hated in the past. Oh, it's Floyd Mayweather versus Big Show.
Yeah.
That is my
Probably.
biggest worry, where they have these like, oh, the guy got injured and he's getting back into shape and he's going to be able to fight in MMA in the next year. So in the next 6 months, he's going to make money being featured on WWE television, where there's no long term, there's no nothing, and he can't wrestle, but they're like featuring him. I hate that. But I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen.
By the way, Baseman, I forgot to ask, the 6-man tag at Survivor Series that you're doing with Imperium versus the Dudleys, is that elimination, Extreme Rules? What do you
It's
wanna do?
definitely Extreme Rules.
All right.
I don't want to do tags 'cause it can take forever. But I don't think I'll do elimination. I think I'll just let the first pinfall be the thing.
All right. On that note, ladies and germs, that's going to do it for this installment of HGGM mode.
Oh
Next,
God, what a diaper! Like, what in the fuck is that?
I came here to do this, since he's now vacated that championship. Yeah. Next week it is Survivor Series, bitches. We should be able to do one night, I think.
We'll see.
We'll see how
It should
plays
be
out.
possible.
As it stands right now, rapid fire card. We got the 6-man tag, Extreme Rules, Imperium versus Dudleys. Bruno Sammartino will defend the NWA World Title against Ric Flair. Steel Cage, loser gets fired from Ring of Honor between Penta and Rey Fenix. New Japan will also feature a match as well. War Games match. This is gonna be fucking crazy. Rhino.
Promise you do one night, and he's deciding a champion, and you have to book it all at once. How's that gonna work?
I can edit the cards mid-show.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Rhino, AJ Styles, Damian Priest, Roddy Piper, and Roman Reigns against Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss, Big Boss Man, and Johnny Gargano. That is the most like random, like throw names into a hat and pull them out kind of fucking scenario I've ever heard. Fatal 4-way between the ROH Pure Champion Eddie Guerrero, the X Division Champion Carmelo Hayes, the Gift of the Gods Champion Kevin Owens, and the NWA US Champion Harley Race. Cedric Alexander, the ROH TV Champion, against Montez Ford, the ECW TV Champion, Big E, the King of the Mountain Champion, and Ridge Holland, the Never Openweight Champion. Rhea Ripley, the ROH Women's, Becky, the IWGP Women's, and Bayley, the ECW Women's Champions. Briscoes, Outsiders, and RVD and Sabu in a triple threat tag. That one I'm actually really looking forward to. And then the main event, the Fatal 5-way between TNA Champion Solo Sikoa, ECW Champion Brock Lesnar, Bruno, presumably, or Flair, depending on who wins the NWA World Title, Okada, the IWGP Champion, and JBL, the ROH World Champion. It's going to be a fucking insane night, and we hope to all see you there. Anything, guys and gals, before we wrap this one up?
Nope. I got nothing.
All
You
right.
got nothing.
Tomorrow, are we doing the thing? Are we streaming the thing we're doing tomorrow?
It will be live on this channel.
All right.
It will be live on this channel. It'll be fun.
It'll be, from what I hear, it'll be live on this channel. So
It'll be live.
on that
It'll
note,
be
ladies and germs, we will see you guys tomorrow for some fun Veterans Day stuff, shenanigans. Until then,
Yeah.
peace out, y'all.
Night night.